Well, it is finally upon us, the final game of the 2026 regular season here in the CCL. The Walnut Creek Crawdads have clinched first place in the CCL North. We'll be hosting throughout the championship series if it gets that far in the playoffs. And well, we are here to bring you an exciting special edition of Crawdads Baseball here with the early extended pregame show. Alongside me, Charlie Limoncelli, our producer Jack Brooks, also joining us for today's pregame show. Noah Zirkle, right-hand pitcher for the Walnut Creek Crawdads. As always, I'm Harry Setrakian, and we bring you into the pregame show brought to you by Up the Creek Records. Up the Creek is a great record shop right next to the Ace Hardware in downtown Walnut Creek. They buy and sell new and used vinyl records, CDs, and cassettes, as well as skateboard gear and a variety of other fun gifts like yo-yos and hacky sacks. They also have an all-ages live music venue that hosts bands every weekend, so check out who's playing at upthecreekrecords.com or their Instagram at upthecreekrecords. Let's check out what's been happening up the creek. And gentlemen, what a season it has been. Noah Zirkle, we'll begin with you, a longtime Crawdad. I mean, you've been here obviously several years, and just right off the bat, how does this regular season compare to seasons of past years?
I would say very similar to 2024, which we ended up making the championship series, and ultimately we lost to Conejo, but it has the same feel. We were the 1 seed in 2024 going into the playoffs as well. Same thing this year. But it's one of those things where, yes, we have a tough road ahead with obviously having to win the first playoff game and then ultimately winning the championship series, but we have the feeling internally within the dugout and on the bus that, like, we're going to win. Like, we feel that we're good enough to beat anybody here. It doesn't matter who we play in the first round, who we ultimately play in the championship. We have the team to do it. So I think the energy is very high for a good reason.
And Charlie Limoncelli here for your second straight year on the broadcast. And this season, some differences from last year. What have been the differences that you've seen?
I think the main difference between this team, Harry, and then a team like last year, and I think, Zerk, you'd probably agree with me in this regard, is just the team is so much deeper here in 2026. I mean, the position players are there's so many more of them. I feel like last year at the end of the season, we really, we just lost so many guys due to injuries. Some other players just straight up left, and then the bullpen wasn't nearly as deep, nor was it as consistent as they have been this year. And that's what you really need to have a good CCL team, a team that can make the championship, is a 1 through 9 lineup where there's no holes. They're a bunch of guys that really swing the bat well and can punish any opposing pitcher, and then a full rotation of staff where you don't feel confident against any of the guys. You know they're going to pump strikes and get guys out.
Yeah, it's very, we don't have a starting lineup and then backup guys. We have Team A and Team B, and our Team B is better than pretty much everybody else's Team A. So even our guys that come off the bench once in a while, they could start at any other team in the entire league. And from the pitching staff side, our starting pitching has been absolutely unbelievable. In summer ball, especially compared to a school season, you're not getting a guy rolling out and going 7, but when you have 4 or 5 guys who can go 5 shutty every week, you know what I mean? That just sets us up to win every single time that they roll out there. So obviously we have a great team all around, but just there's no weak link. The floor for us is the ceiling for every other team.
How does the difference in how a bullpen is managed, how does that kind of come up to the guys, and how does it differentiate for you when, like you've said, in a college season, you might have a guy go out and go all 9 innings? Does it build a better team identity when guys have to go out and kind of fight for each other a bit more?
Yeah, when it comes to school season, obviously you have your set 3 or 4 starters depending on what level you're at, and then you have your bullpen guys. You have your Friday, Saturday, Sunday bullpen guys with a couple guys who'll pitch every day or have to be ready to. Here it's a little bit more structured where we know the starter's not going to go long, so it's probably only going to be 3, 4, 5 innings. And so we have a set idea of who's going to pitch how many innings which day, which honestly, as a pitcher, it makes it a lot easier. You won't have to be prepared every single day. You'll know 2, 3 days out of the week, hey, today's my day, or 1 day for extended period of time, today's my day. But kind of having that structure and that ability to game plan your week, it just makes it so much easier for us to prepare and for the coaches to manage too. They do a great job of communicating with us about when you guys want to pitch, when are you going to feel ready, all that stuff. And so now that we've gotten into this flow of who's going to throw on what day, it's nails. Everybody knows what their job is going into every week.
Sounds like a lot of fun to be a part of here. Also fun to be a part of this extended pregame show here on the final game of the regular season. We got Noah Zirkle on with us. Sup, Zirk? And we got Charlie Limoncelli, Harry Setrakian, as always. Our producer is Jack Brooks. And When looking back at this season, obviously some really big moments to pick from. A lot of fun that we've had, Charlie, on
Oh
the
yeah.
broadcast.
Oh yeah.
You, Zerk, as well on the field. I mean, if we were all to go back, maybe pick one or two each favorite moments from the season. I'd love to go around and just reminisce here on what has led to this amazing one seed in the North season.
I think one of the coolest moments of the summer has got to be walk-off Woody, right? Like
Yeah, that was my
TJ
pick.
Woodson, bottom of the ninth against the San Francisco Seagulls. I mean, it was 2 outs, no one on. He was down to his last strike, just takes it right over the left field foul pole here at Monte Vista to walk off the Seagulls. His first home run as a college student, first one with the Crawdads, obviously, and what a spark plug he was during his time with the Crawdads. And I mean, great dugout guy too, really fun to be around, but that kind of just became the legend of Pullside Woody, and
Yeah.
it was so fun to watch. I think that's got to be number one, and then for me, I think just because I had a really good call for it when we went to Chabot College, this was July 2nd, was the top of the fourth. Bryden Bull just went the other way, deep home run over the left field fence, and I just said, dials up the launch codes and blasted that ball into orbit. And it's just my favorite home run call this summer as a broadcaster, and I think it was a solid moment, even though Crawdads lost that game by like 10, but who cares?
That's a fun one. And to Zerk, I got to ask you, how did that Woodson walk-off compare to ones that you've been a part of?
Well, like you said, walk-off Woody.
Walk-off Woody.
I'm not going to say I'm going to raise you here, but I guess we'll go to the level. How about walk-off Winchell?
Yep.
Remember that one?
Love that one.
That was electric. Like
they were down.
And like walk-off home runs are the best things ever. And so like with the fact that we've had multiple, it's like that's awesome. That's really cool. And to go on Woody's walk-off homer, his Baylor Bear counterpart, Dylan Perez, did indeed say that Woody has never had that amount of juice ever in his life. So that just shows the magic that we have here at Monte Vista High School, that a guy who can barely stick it to the outfield sticks it 350 down the line. That's pretty cool. But walk-off Woody, walk-off Winchell. Don't forget walk-off Peyton Rolls. First week of the season.
That's before I even got here.
As a pitcher, 18 strikeouts or 17 strikeouts.
At Menlo, yeah. You were part of that game.
Yeah, by technicality, I wasn't part of that game, but just as a pitcher, being able to say, hey, let's go get 27 outs and we're going to punch out 17, like, come on. Like, there's not a lot of teams in the bigs that can do that. There's not a lot of college teams that can do that, but dads can do it. So that's pretty awesome.
It's pretty electric.
A special outing tied a franchise record of team strikeouts in a game. I want to go to one of your moments this season, Zerk, where I think it was, at Menlo Park?
Yeah.
There were at least four times, you pumped 90-plus on the gun. That was an electric outing that you had. Wasn't in the same game, but was there something different about that game, or were you just letting it rip?
I honestly couldn't even tell you. Like, to be completely honest, I tweaked my back pregame fielding fly balls in the outfield that day. And I was sitting over in the bleachers after BP, and I was in so much pain that I almost threw up and started crying. And I was going to go up to Cheney and say, hey, I can't throw today. And then I was like, you know what, I'm going to see what I can do.
Wow.
And that was by far the best I felt all season. So I was joking around. I was like, I guess I just got to tweak my back every single day, because it felt powerful, it felt explosive, it felt dominant. And, like, that's where I expect myself to be. So whenever I'm below that, obviously I want good result and I want to help the team, and that's what matters. But there's always a little bit inside of me that knows, all right, I got more than that. And so that day at Menlo Park was definitely a big confidence booster of like, all right, yes, it's the middle of summer. Yes, we're all tired. We just played a whole school year, but like old guys still got it a little bit.
Yeah, 2 innings that day, hitless, scoreless, 4 strikeouts to 2 walks. Also at Menlo Park, we talked about that. That was on the 14th of July, not the game where you guys got the 17 strikeouts, which I would say was also a big-time highlight for me. Also, if we look broadcast-wise, I feel like any game at Sonoma was always a good time.
Games. Oh, my God.
Austin Oda joining us on the mic, and always something just ridiculous happening in wine country. Zerk, I don't know if you guys had the same kind of experience out in the bullpen, but it felt like on the field, something always went crazy at Sonoma this year, whether it was Sonoma making 5 errors a game or just games going 3+ hours long. You guys had a nice cheering section one day.
Yeah, the bullpen roll call. I will say it straight up that the Sonoma Stompers at Arnold Field is by far my favorite place to go on the road in the CCL.
Yeah.
Better than SLO, better than any SoCal team that we played at. It's Arnold Field. I love it. And kind of like you guys are saying, there's always something going on, whether it's completely ridiculous, whether it's awesome,
Hmm.
whether it's just like, I can't believe this is actually happening today. Like that one game where combined, I think we had 13 or 14 errors between
Oh
the
my
two
gosh.
teams. Like,
Yeah.
that's a circus. But also at the same time, we've had some of our best games of the summer there
Yeah.
this year. And I got to give a shout out to Hey Trey. That guy is the best. He sets the tone at Sonoma. So whenever you see Hey Trey walking around the ballpark, you know it's going to be an interesting day. And so that place is awesome, and I absolutely love it. But you guys are dead on where there's always something funky going on there.
We were having a beef with him yesterday after he talked in the middle of a pitch coming into Cam Taylor. It's like talking in the guy's backswing in golf, but he is very funny out there. We were mostly just joking with our gripes, and you were talking with me actually yesterday when we were fielding some balls in the outfield during batting practice. You were saying, man, I mean, your first trip up to, or first CCL game with the Crawdads was out there at Sonoma, and that was your last time out there. So just take us through what it's like to kind of see this awesome journey sort of come to its last days.
I mean, I would be a liar if I said it wasn't
Mm.
hard. Like the last couple days, especially, it's kind of started to hit a little bit of, I mean, like 2022, 24, 25, and 26, I've been out here every single day, 6 days a week, 7 days a week sometimes, like, and I love it. And it's been through some challenging parts of my life, but the dads have always been there to kind of get me through everything and allow me to excel, get myself back on my feet, figure myself out as a player and a person. And like the realization of like, even if we, not if, when we win the CCL championship, at most we have about 6 or 7 days left. I had to
Pretty
throw that
much.
one in there.
Had to put it in.
But and it's hard. Like I had a lesson with a kid this morning, and I was trying to explain it to him. He didn't understand, but he was 14 years old. He doesn't really understand about the journey of this yet. And so kind of realizing that, yes, I still have another school year left, and that's going to be awesome. But just the fact that, like, this is it. Like, that's hard.
Zerk, going into your last year of college, I mean, before I want to get to your favorite memories just generally as a Crawdad in a little bit, but what's next for you after you graduate, man? Like, what do you want to do with the rest of your life, dude?
Yeah, I mean, we're getting deep up here in the
Yeah,
broadcast booth.
yeah, man, I gotta
Pregame
know.
show. I mean, I got a lot of options. Like my brother and my dad, they're in architecture and real estate development. I could get into that sector and we could run the family business. I always wanted to be a baseball coach. I currently coach travel ball in Palo Alto with Team Cotto Baseball. I would ultimately like to take that over at some
Yeah?
point. I played for them as a kid. I coach with them, the same guys that coached me when I was a kid. So definitely something in that capacity for sure. But when it comes to the J word, you know, like I'm gonna stay away from that as long as possible.
I don't
I'm riding
blame you,
out
dude.
baseball as
Don't
long as I
blame me at
can.
all. Well, Noah Zirkle trying to help his Crawdads to a championship run in his final season. Will be on the mound today. We'll take a quick break. We're going to keep Noah Zirkle here on the Up the Creek pregame show, but stay tuned for a special announcement coming up before the game. Again, we'll just step aside very briefly here. Stay tuned on the Crawdads live stream network. Back on the Crawdads streaming network, it's the Up the Creek pregame show, a bit of a longer one today, alongside me, Charlie Limoncelli, and Noah Zirkel. I'm Harry Setrakian, and our producer remains Jack Brooks. And, well, I'll just give you a quick preview into the final regular season game. Crawdads in at 27-10. What a regular season it has been, a regular season that has already clinched the top spot in the CCL North for the playoffs ahead. The way that will go is the Crawdads will play the winner of the 2 versus 3 seed game. That's going to be Sonoma at SLO. So the winner of that one will come up here to Monte Vista on Wednesday. So that'll be the first round. Single elimination then. If the Crawdads were to move on, it would be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday if necessary in a best-of-3 championship series between the champions of the North and the champions of the South. Crawdads have a chance to host every single game for the rest of the season here at Monte Vista. But the final of the regular season comes against a team that has not beat Walnut Creek this year in the Menlo Park Legends, where if we're just looking down the left field line where they're warming up, their roster has thinned significantly since the start of the season. It felt like every game that the Crawdads played against Menlo Park, early on they had 2 full lineups that Nick Sanzeri would basically just entirely platoon swap halfway through the game. They'd have 18 guys ready to go. Now, though, guys, they are left with just 9 position players. So it's a team it's the end of the summer for them. Not making the playoffs, but it's the last game of the summer for these guys, and it just feels like a game that the Crawdads will have some fun in, perhaps.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, this is just what happens in summer baseball, frankly. You know, guys are just going to naturally go home. They're going to take the summer off a little bit early. They go and they play their games, and they feel like they've got a good sample size. They prove what they needed to prove to their coaches back at school. So it's naturally going to happen. The Crawdads were in a very similar situation last year, down to 11 position players at the end of the summer in 2025. And, you know, at this point, Menlo Park, they don't have anything to play for. They're eliminated from playoff competition. This one's just about having fun, maybe even for pride, just to get a win against the Crawdads this season. And same thing on the other side. The Crawdads, we don't really have a whole lot to play for right now with the 1 seed all locked up. It's kind of just staying warm and getting ready for the playoffs.
Zerk, how do you approach an outing like this where, you know, it's a team that has nothing to lose but also nothing really to gain from this game in Menlo Park, but still a meaningful rep to go out there, get an inning late half of the game. You're scheduled for sort of the 6th or 7th inning. And so what's your approach today on the mound?
I mean, like, yes, there's definitely a part of it where there's not as much in-game stress because we got another day. You know what I mean? Like, we're still rolling out here this week coming up. But also at the same time, the way baseball works, it isn't like you can just come around and just fool around and just mess around all day, you know. And like there's still reps to be had. There's still you get better, you get worse. Like if you come out here with like a joking mentality, having fun, that's awesome. But if you don't come out with the focus as well, you're not getting any better. And so there's definitely still lots to do, especially for me personally. Of like I want to attack the zone, I want to mix all my pitches in. Might be mixing in a new one today, one that has not been flashed all summer.
Low spin rate?
Not gonna, yeah. There might be a non-existent spin rate on it. That is not to be confirmed. Not confirmed or denied, but like as a team, we still got a job to do. We still got to get hits. We still got to score runs. We still got to throw the ball. We still got to catch the ball. So like we still have a job to do, even though this isn't a meaningful game, quote unquote. Every game's meaningful at this point.
So important in baseball, especially to be peaking at the right time. And while the Crawdads are kind of doing so. They did have a 13-game win streak, of course, earlier in the season, but now 6 straight wins. It's the 2nd longest streak of the season, so it's a team that has been rolling and looking to continue to roll here against Menlo Park today. We'll have a special announcement coming up after this short break here on the Crawdads live streaming network. You are not going to want to miss it. Also, of course, 9 innings of baseball, 9 innings or more perhaps here at Monte Vista High School in Danville, California. But until then, we'll step aside for a very short break. Noah Zirkel, any parting words as you head down to the dugout getting ready for today's game?
I hope this is okay to say, but just I love my teammates, especially number 2.
Love it.
Of course that's okay to say.
Of course that's okay. Thank you, Zirk. Appreciate your time, brother.
We thank you very much for coming on. And for Charlie Limoncelli and I, we'll take you the rest of the way today. Going to have a lot of fun during the game with other guests as well. But for now, we'll head on to a short break. And again, after this one, you'll want to tune in here on the Crawdads Streaming Network. So back on the pregame show, direct your attention to the field. Austin Oda on the mic. He has a special announcement that everyone wants to be in tune for.
Hopefully you folks can hear this. If you are watching, please sound off in the comments if you can hear what Austin's saying right now. Otherwise, Harry and I will do our best to kind of caption this.
Before we get there, I wanted to take a moment to celebrate all the interns that have done such a great job this summer. I'm just going to go by who I see.
All right, so no audio apparently. At least you folks are having trouble with the background noise. So Harry and I will definitely keep some captions on this. At the moment, Austin Oda is just thanking our wonderful interim team right now. And Harry, I think we can do the same thing. First and foremost, how about Jack Brooks? This guy right here has been fantastic running the production all season long. I mean, Austin and I brought him in, and he's done such a magnificent job. You are an intern. You count. Austin and I hired you, Harry. I mean, you've been a blast to call games with all season long, man. Like, you know, we're super proud of what we've been able to do up here. And then let's go around the horn. Ashton Sharon, one of our two great writers, along with Alex Swift. They pumped out some really fantastic articles this season. So shout out to those guys for being fantastic. How about the data team? Matt Knauer, Boston Nahigian, and Chuck Lewis have all done a really fantastic job creating scouting reports, managing all the scouting video, and just being really fun guys to hang around this season. And our marketing team of Alexa Malinowski and Audrey Shiner have been awesome. We'll get to a little bit more as this announcement kind of going in. Austin's going to tell a story here. I'm going to shut up.
Yeah, we'll mute ourselves here and then break it down after.
Coach Cummings, why is there no number one? And he said, well, we've never had a number one, and I think I'm just going to keep that way. It's superstition. And today we're going to do something special, and we're going to make sure no one wears number two ever again. So, Ryan Ellis, come on out here. Ceremonial first pitch today, Mr. Crawdad, the all-time leader in just about everything. And joining Mr. Ellis, everyone give it up one more time for Mr. Crawdad.
So you may see on the screen and on the field an awesome celebration of the guy that we've called Mr. Crawdad all season long, the most decorated Crawdad of all time. Ryan Ellis will be the first Crawdad ever to have his number retired. The number 2 will be worn by nobody else in the future. Ryan Ellis, big time congratulations. His family flew all the way from Arizona to surprise him here today. He had no idea they were coming in, and so really awesome to see, and totally just so well deserved.
Absolutely. I mean, there's nobody that exemplifies Walnut Creek Crawdads baseball quite like Ryan Ellis. The way that he just plays with such grit, such heart, integrity, and not to mention the incredible stats over his last 4 years with Walnut Creek. I mean, let's just show him up on screen for you right now because it's kind of absurd. All-time leader in games played, home runs, hits, RBIs, runs scored, total bases, at-bats, doubles, and walks. Harry, he's been absolutely unreal for the Crawdads his entire tenure. And there's nobody more deserving of getting his number retired first with this franchise. He has meant everything to manager Brant Cummings and the team, and it's really awesome to see a guy that's played so well get his number retired.
And throws the first pitch to his dad, and it's strike right down the middle.
Yeah, that was a strike. No doubt about it.
Very, very awesome. So big time congratulations to Ryan Ellis and the Ellis family. Again, like you said, Charlie, all the stats that he leads this franchise in. Of course, took the RBI record, sole possession in that category with 85 now on his legendary Crawdad career. He's now going to be remembered forever as number 2 for Walnut Creek. And man, so great to see. First number ever retired
Yeah.
by the Crawdads.
And so that's what all the hoopla was for,
Yeah.
folks. We were trying to keep a secret for the better part of 2 weeks
And
as
yeah.
to what all was going to happen. So, I mean, literally, Austin and I cooked this up.
Yeah.
Well, really, Austin did about 2-3 weeks ago. He talked to manager Brent Cummings about it, made sure that it was actually going to happen. I was the first person he told otherwise. And since then, we've been trying to plan this out and keep it a secret to pretty much everybody up until the last couple days. We've let gradually more and more interns find out about it, and obviously we didn't want Ellis to know about it.
Yeah.
So, he finally figures it out today, and it's hopefully what was a really special moment for him and his family.
Absolutely. And man, just a special pregame ceremony. This game obviously going to start a bit after the original starting time was posted, but Mr. Crawdad going to be forever. Not in the rafters, aren't rafters here, but in the proverbial rafters.
Hopefully just
in
hang a
Danville.
banner of his jersey number in the outfield wall. I think
Oh, it
that
can be
might
done.
do it.
Yeah, that could get done.
But yeah, what a
So-
special, special day.
Final regular season game for Ryan Ellis. He'll be starting in left field today, so get to see him one more time in the regular season here at Monte Vista, and a chance again to bring the Crawdads a title in the California Collegiate League here in 2026. Well, we're going to take a little break. We'll see how long it goes until lineups and first pitch are ready to go here at Monte Vista High School. Final regular season game of the 2026 season. Can't wait to bring it with you. Charlie Limoncelli and Harry Setrakian. Can't wait to take you the rest of the way. Today's first pitch, time and temperature, brought to you by Meadowlark Dairy, an official partner of the Walnut Creek Crawdads. Meadowlark Dairy, bringing Old Town vibes and family fun since 1919. 80 degrees at first pitch, which was scheduled for 4:10 p.m. Going to be a few minutes after that, as we are already at 4:12 p.m. And let's take a look at today's starting pitcher matchup, sponsored by Danville Chocolates, an official partner of the Walnut Creek Crawdads. It's the big left-hander, headed to UCSB next year by way of Arkansas. It's Joey Lorenzini, who's been excellent in his very short career with the Crawdads so far. Had a bit of a rough outing his last go and at San Luis Obispo, but really other than that, it's been good stuff. The ERA just over 9, so not where you want it to be, but really just because of that kind of one outing at Slow. But 6 2/3 innings, he's given up 8 hits, struck out 11 to just 5 walks. So the strikeout stuff is there.
Oh, yeah.
The sinker, the slider, both really, really solid put-away pitches. Can throw them in any count as well. Gets the whiffs, gets the chases as well. And it works up to 91 miles an hour. Defense behind, or 92 miles an hour, I should say. Defense behind Lorenzini. Mr. Crawdad, number 2, Ryan Ellis in left field. Daniel Polasic, his first start in center field with Cam Taylor in right field. Aiden Robles is at third with Kevin Parker Jr. at short on the left side. And on the right, it's Lucas Carlisle and Barrett Ronson at second and first with Drew Longacre behind the plate doing the catching. Sutter Moss in the starting lineup at DH. And for the Menlo Park Legends is set by Nick Sanzario. Again, they only have 9 position players remaining, so here's how they line up in the order, I should say. Mason Griffin, Ryder, Kelly Ryan Duran, and center field at short, and DHing Joey D'Amelio in right bats cleanup. Casey Levitt McGee plays first and bats fifth. Isaac Fendel, the second baseman, bats sixth, with Paul Wagner playing left, batting seventh. Nick Madrigal, the catcher, bats eighth, and Michael Aikawa bats ninth and plays third. As we are ready to go for the final game of the regular season in 2026. The Crawdads have already wrapped up the 1 seed in the North. 27-10, a win yesterday, parlayed with a San Luis Obispo loss. Made it possible, as here comes Joey Lorenzini, the lefty, against the lefty Griffin. First pitch taken right down the middle for strike one at 4:14 p.m., the official start time today here in the Pacific Sunlight time zone.
Fuzzy, 90 miles an hour right down the middle on the sinker. That'll play.
Gets ahead of Griffin 0-1. The next pitch is bounced foul, pulled to the right side. First base coach can't quite make a play. So that goes down as an EC, error on the coach.
Yeah, something like that. But this is what Crawdads are looking for out of Lorenzini. Just throw it for strikes. Now you can go to the slider, get a punch out against the left-hander, and get your day off right.
No balls, 2 strikes. Lorenzini from the windup. Griffin, half swing on a slider that dips below the zone. Did he hold it? Yes, he did, as the check goes down to third. Both teams wearing black today. Crawdads all black. It's a good look for the final game of the regular season. I don't think we've seen the all black yet. Menlo in the black tops, gray pants, green helmets. 1-2 from Lorenzini is a sweeper taken outside in the dirt for a ball. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Very windless today.
Yeah.
The heat is kind of just, you can feel it. 2-2. Griffin taps it foul at the plate.
Yeah,
91 mile an hour sinker.
Not something that we're used to here at Monte Vista. This is a place where the wind is always at least breezing in some direction, some way, shape, or form here in the rolling Danville Hills. Instead, we've got almost a dead air, so to speak. And not in the way that a broadcaster hates, dead air in the most literal sense.
No, dead air is the worst thing you can imagine as a broadcaster, especially
sometimes.
If you're on radio and the radio station needs to be on air 24/7, it is. 2-2 to Griffin. Slider bounced out to first. Ronson's got it on 2 hops. He'll put the right hand up to Lorenzini, saying, I got it, and takes it to the bag himself for out number 1. That's how this game gets started, a 6-pitch ground out.
Well, that'll play for Lorenzini. Relatively efficient. You just want to keep trying to get outs. Doesn't matter what they look like. I mean, he's certainly a guy that's got all the punch-out stuff in the world, but you don't really have to go hunting for strikeouts every single at-bat. Just find a way to get the ball softly into your defense.
Now faces the shortstop Ryder, Kelly left versus right. Kelly swings and misses at the first pitch, bearing away from him on the outside. .231 hitter in 30 games played this season. This is his 25th game he started, and 31st game he's played in. 0-1 pitch taken above the zone for ball one. Kelly evens things up. A guy who's on base and slugging both in the 300s. Good for on base, not so good for slugging. 1-1 pitch poured a little too high for ball two.
That's what's so hard about Lorenzini to hit is the fastball moves so much. I mean, negative almost 15 inches of horizontal break, 13 induced IVB inches on a sinker. That's just unreal.
2-1. Kelly ahead. The pitch taken on the inside for a strike. Slider landing off that back hip of Ryder Kelly, who last time against the Crawdads, 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Gone on via a walk, scored a run. That was at Menlo Park on the 21st. 2-2, bounce softly towards third. Off the mound, Lorenzini towards the line, spins, throws, not in time. With a good stretch by Barrett Ronson. No way they could have gotten Kelly out with the speed, so he'll be on first base. First hit, first base runner. No hitter, perfect game, all gone. But the shutout's still intact for Joey Lorenzini.
Oh, so what? Infield single, who cares? Move on to the next batter. Focus on getting him out somehow.
And it's a guy, Ryder Kelly, who burns it down the line with the best of them in the CCL. 19 stolen bases, leads his team by a considerable mark. The first pitch, bounce to Longacre. A wild pitch gets towards the backstop. Kelly will basically walk into second, take a turn, and about 10 feet past it, head on back with the back pedal. So ball one, wild pitch. Kelly up to second. And he does rank in the top 5 in the CCL in stolen bases. He's in a 3-way tie for third with 19. That one not going to be a stolen base, of course. It was a wild pitch that he advanced on, but one shy of 20 either way. Lorenzini from the stretch. He'll go for number 20. And the pitch swung at, missed. There is Kelly into third with a stolen base. He had a monstrous lead there. Kind of took almost, I want to call it a primary secondary. Before the pitcher even came in, sort of shuffled his feet like he was taking a secondary, but was about halfway there by the time Lorenzini released that pitch.
Yeah, he was well gone.
So now the 1-1 up and into Ryan Duran, who takes kind of sticking out his front elbow a bit. He does wear the protective gear on that front elbow, and sometimes we've seen hitters in recent years, just in the sport of baseball, try to use that to get on base with a hit by pitch. He flies the next pitch out to left center. Pulasic over to his right. In the gap, makes the catch. Kelly can walk backwards home as the throw gets cut off. It's a sac fly for Duran. Striking first today, the Menlo Park Legends with a sac fly off the bat of Ryan Duran.
That'll play for Menlo Park. You'll certainly take an out for a run right here, especially early in this ball game. Trying to get the W. And for Lorenzini, just got to be in the strike zone. I mean, that was the one thing he couldn't do, was throw a wild pitch there with Kelly on base, give him free 90.
Joey D'Amelio, another righty, in the cleanup spot, bats with the bases empty and 2 men out against Joey Lorenzini. Breaking ball up above the zone, taken for ball one as Lorenzini returns to the windup where he was in the first 2 batters before Kelly got on and was a bit more comfortable. That wild pitch did occur from the stretch. Now 1-0. Sinker taken on the outside corner for a strike.
How about Longacre? Stretching out the glove, pulling it back in, gets a strike.
It wasn't on the plate.
Nope.
Called a strike. They'll take it. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Similar spot with the sinker. Tailing away from the righty. It's a tough pitch to get on plane with, and D'Amelio figuring that out now.
Yeah.
Menlo Park yet to see Joey Lorenzini this season.
He's brand new, and he's tough to hit. That sinker does a whole lot of work. Can be up to 92 even.
Ball and 2 strikes. The pitch is taken outside and a little bit high as well, so evens it up at 2, does Joey D'Amelio. Right-hander who's had a nice run, had a couple of nice swings against the Crawdads last time these two met. 2-2 pitch. Swung at and lifted out to right center field on a line. It gets down for a base hit. This will roll all the way to the wall. Pulasic can't cut it off. D'Amelio going to be into second. Now a turn as the throw comes in. He is in the second with a 2-out double.
Woo.
Hmm.
Pieced. 90-mile-an-hour pitch, 91 off the bat into the gap on a line. That's exactly how you got to approach 2 strikes. Anything close, top of the zone, outside, just kind of throws the hands out there and gets to cover the outside part of the plate for a knock.
D'Amelio from West Valley College, of course, the home of Austin Oda. Also, Eric Altmark, his now ex-teammate on this Menlo Park roster. Altmark done for the summer, but D'Amelio still representing the Vikings out there. And Altmark headed to, I'm blanking right now, Portland. Lefty versus lefty matchup. Casey Levitt McGee swings and misses through the first pitch of Joey Lorenzini. That was one of them where I had it, and then all of a sudden it comes time to say it, and where's it go? I don't know.
Yeah, it's how it be, how it happens sometimes.
Portland Pilot next year. Big bat waggle from Levitt McGee as he awaits and check swing out to second base, but Ronson over to get it. No one's covering first, so that's going to be an infield hit for Casey Levitt McGee. It was really very softly tapped towards Carlisle at second, so Ronson made the right move to cut it off. He was playing about even with the bag at first, so a bit closer, but Lorenzini didn't go over to cover, and that's sort of on nobody, sort of on all three of them, but regardless, the second infield hit of the inning. Isaac Fendel, run scoring spot, bases, runners on the corners. With 2 down, Lorenzini from the stretch, half swing, check down to first, and he went around. Fendel let that bat go past the plane of home plate. So Lorenzini ahead with the sinker at 88 miles an hour, and it goes down in the books as a chase out of the zone. 0-1 pitch. Take in for a strike.
Right there. I mean, Lorenzini just dotted that inner low-end corner. He's taken a bit off of the velocity right now. 88 he's been sitting after starting this game out at 90, and I think he got to in order to get a little bit more control.
Looking for that first strikeout. 0-2, runner goes, swing and a line drive softly into left field for a base hit. Runner was on the move, Levitt McGee, he'll head to third. Runner now going to second, the throw from left. Ryan Ellis is not going to get him in time, just a little bit late, so another 2-out double for this Menlo Park team, which has now gotten 3 straight 2-out hits. And now 2 runs on the board, 2-0, they lead it.
It's not like this is all soft contact here against Lorenzini. Menlo Park's just coming out and swinging the bat and ripping line drives. Fundamental baseball right now from the Legends. It's working really well. So much so that Jeff Robertshaw is going to have to go and have a chat with Joey out here on the mound.
So they're going to talk it over, and I agree it hasn't all been, but there have been some hard hit balls before this one, though. That was just 72 off the bat. Just pick the right place to hit towards the left field corner. So Fendel, good 2-strike hitting just to get the bat out there, and sometimes, place a looping line drive in the absolute perfect spot, and he did. So he's on second with Casey Levitt McGee now on third, a former Crawdad who also, of course, played with Ryan Ellis.
That they did last year.
And so again, Fendel now on second with the run driven in. 2-0, Menlo Park leads it. The top of the first. Paul Wagner stands in the right-handed batter's box against the lefty Lorenzini, who will go from the windup with the runner on third. Swing and a miss at the first pitch. Buried the sinker low and away on that corner. And Wagner, who I kept referring to as Paul Wheeler, or other way around, I kept calling Paul Wheeler Paul Wagner.
It happens.
0-1 pitch to Wagner, taken at the knees for a strike. He's seen both the sinker and the slider.
And that's what you got to do if you're Lorenzini. Mix in the slider more. You've been sitting sinker so much against the Legends, and they've been sitting on it now.
0-2, swing and a miss. Gets the whiff through a slider at the top of the zone. Lorenzini gets out of a first inning where he got 2 quick outs, but then 3 straight hits. Brought in the second run of 2 in the inning. Crawdads will have some work to do. Lineup coming up. Crawdads starting lineup coming up for its first attempt today. Trailing 2 runs, it looks like this, as posted by head coach, manager, skipper Brent Cummings.
A skip.
Daniel Pulasic in center field, batting first with Aiden Robles and Ryan Ellis due up also in the first inning. Kevin Parker Jr., Cam Taylor, and Sutter Moss are the middle third, with Barrett Ronson, Drew Longacre, and Lucas Carlisle rounding it out 7, 8, and 9. A lineup that has seen production 1 through 9 all season long and will be a bit of a revolving door today. Some guys going to play the first 5 innings and come out, as we've seen Crawdads and some other teams do this year. But, last game of the regular season, might as well try and get as many people in as you can as we take a look at the other half of today's starting pitcher matchup, brought to you by Danville Chocolates. It's Patrick Richardson, who's pitched twice against the Crawdads this season. Neither time, though, has it been very pretty. Crawdads have scored a lot of runs against him and have just seen him well, have hit him very hard, and he's just hoping to reverse that. He already has a 2-run lead on the scoreboard right now, so you can work with that a bit, try and fire a few more strikes with a little bit more confidence in your infield.
Yeah, and this is just a Menlo Park team that needs Richardson to go for some length. Last time against the Crawdads for Richardson, he did end up going 5 innings and ultimately allowed just 4 earned runs. Gave up a homer, though. His first time was much worse against Walnut Creek, though.
First pitch to Pulasic. He goes after it, bounces it on a couple of hops to second. Fendel goes to first. 1 pitch, 1 out to start Richardson's day. And yeah, that second time out was definitely a great improvement. I mean, he still gave up multiple runs, but fewer earned runs than innings pitched is sometimes a decent sign here in the CCL, which is sometimes tends to play more as a hitter-first league, even with the wood bats, which they don't normally swing in collegiate play. Here's Aiden Robles, the righty. Squares to the bunt, takes a fastball outside. Not a fastball, but it's a ball for the first pitch of the day to Aiden Robles, who has just stayed so hot in the beginning of his Crawdad tenure. 1-0 pitch, he pulls hard, foul. Over towards his brother, manning the third base coaching job today. Jeff Robert Shaw is at first. Brent Cummings, usually the third base coach, but I suppose he's just hanging out in the dugout today.
Yeah, so Eric Robles over there at third base. So, I guess Coach Cummings wants a break. He's just going to man the dugout today. I don't blame him.
Celebrating with his guys. 1-1 pitch to Robles. That is Aiden Robles. He takes a strike. A slider notches the corner.
Yeah, framed in for a strike. Beautiful from Magical right there. I mean, that's a ball that's, a whole baseball outside the square.
1-2. Robles takes even further outside, so 2-2 now. Evens it back up. I believe I've played a game in which this home plate ump has umpired back in high school, I think. Looks familiar. Not sure his name, but he always wore that chrome matte skull cap. 2-2 to Robles. Freezes him on the outside corner at the knees for a strikeout. So 2 up, 2 down for Patrick Richardson. Nice start to his day with the 2-0 lead, as now here's the forever number 2, Ryan Ellis. Pre-game, if you missed it, he became the first Crawdad ever to have his number retired, and, well, very, very well deserved in his 4th summer here in Walnut Creek. He's certainly the most decorated Crawdad of all time, leads the franchise in just about every offensive stat. First pitch he sees on his retirement number day is a called strike.
Oof. Another pitch that, Madrigal's having himself a day back there, framing it up.
Ready, yeah. And that, they're getting the calls on both sides. About a ball, maybe 2 balls out. Next one into Ellis. Skips in to Nick Madrigal. Would have needed an excavator to hit that one.
Oh, there you go, Harry. Love that.
Defense for Menlo Park. It is Nick Madrigal behind the plate. In the infield, left to right, Michael Aikawa, Ryder Kelly, Isaac Fendel, Casey Levitt-McGee, with Paul Wagner, Mason Griffin, and Joey D'Amelio in the outfield from left to right.
We got a list of words from the players that we're supposed to mix into this broadcast. Harry just got one of them, so shout out to you, bud.
Thank you. 1-1 to Ellis. Goes after a high pitch, fouls it back. I really only had a plan for that one. First, maybe pitch in the dirt.
I'll do you one right here. Ellis, the old timer, one of the most veteran crawdads ever.
That was that was another one that Riley Winchell gave us to say. Old timer. 1-2. The Mr. Crawdad take it inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes now, and more to come.
Very.
I think we'll keep those under wraps.
Oh, yeah.
Keep you on your toes. We'll keep each other on our toes here, too.
Oh, we will.
And our many guests that we have coming on after the third out recorded here. Our first guest, 2-2. Ellis, hard hit towards short, backhanding Kelly. Long throw to first across the diamonds in time for out number 3. So the Crawdads go 1-2-3. Richardson, a nice start to his day and a nice start for Menlo Park, which leads it 2-0 through the first. Jack Brooks, our broadcast producer, is our first guest of the day. He'll be on in the top of the second. Top of the second, 2-0 Crawdads trailing to Menlo Park. And as I prefaced before the break, our producer, Jack Brooks, is joining on the mics and has his broadcast headset. Our producer trying to figure out how to figure out his own headset right now. You'd think he'd know how to do that by this point.
I figured it out. We're
there
good.
We go. Welcome on, Jack Brooks. Love to have you here, and you've been obviously carrying these broadcasts all season long, running all the graphics, keeping the stream going, and even in responding to some disastrous setups at sometimes some road stadiums. You've done an excellent job of getting us on the air, and by any means possible.
Hey, thank you. I really appreciate it. It's definitely something new each game, but we figured it out.
Nick Madrigal, the catcher, tips it into his counterpart, Drew Longacre's glove for strike 1. And you have had so many awesome graphic ideas all season long. I mean, very creative stuff. I'll ask you after the 0-1 pitch here from Lorenzini into his second inning of work. Pitch to the righty, taken for strike 2, right there with the slider. How do you come up with some of these ideas?
I mean, really, it just all stems from wordplay. Like TJ 2 bags is pretty easy. Some of my favorites are obviously the career highs and the record. All of Ellie's today have been pretty fun.
0-2, Lorenzini deals a pitch down in the zone and out.
But, I mean, at the end of the day, too, it's a lot of feeding off of your guys' creativity. Like, I remember Bryden Bull's home run. You mess with the bull, you get the horns. That's all Charlie Limoncelli.
Next one into Madrigal, has to jump off the plate on an inside fastball. 2-2, and you and Charlie, of course, both Arizona State Sun Devils. You guys
forks up.
Sort of have that natural chemistry. Do you feel like that helps you? Do you feel like you guys have built a rapport together?
I mean, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We've also had one going into the season, if we're being honest.
Charlie Limoncelli, Blaze game day guest last semester.
Shout out game day.
Great show over at the Cronkite School that I'm co-producing with Nathan Kettlehut, who is currently in the Northwoods League. So, yeah, it's been great working with Charlie over at Cronkite. Super privileged to be here with him over at Walnut Creek. And it's been fun working with you too, Harry. We could not ask for a better broadcast team.
3-2, outside corner, called strike 3. Backdoor with the breaker. Lorenzini gets his second strikeout back-to-back. That pitch was pretty good, Jack Brooks.
Yeah, that'll play, man.
That one was good. That one was nasty. I didn't know if we were going to get like a CCL ball strike on that, but according to TrackMan, that was paint. Great call.
Yeah, that was fantastic pitch from Lorenzini. But, I mean, Jack is the guy that I had tabbed for this producer position pretty much as soon as last season ended for Walnut Creek. I knew going in I needed a producer, and he was one of the best at Cronkite, at least the best that I think we could have gotten our hands on.
Aikawa takes his first pitch in the dirt. Michael Aikawa, third baseman, batting ninth before the lineup flips over to Mason Griffin. And I mean, I was so impressed just upon first impression with Jack Brooks as Lorenzini turns and fires the 1-0 up and away for a ball. We had a Zoom meeting, what, about March maybe?
Yeah, March-ish.
Yeah, talking about some broadcast stuff. And Jack, you came in with just so many awesome ideas that I would have never really thought of. And you really had it all kind of figured out. And so what's that experience at ASU? How does that kind of lifted yourself to this position here this summer?
I mean, I feel like I've been super grateful through ASU to have been provided so many opportunities. Like, I've shadowed so many great production trucks. I've been able to have so many one-on-ones with different studio, news, sports truck producers around the country, and just being able to learn from them. And then, oh yeah, there we go. That was the call. I was going to say, I thought that one was going to get a call, but just being able to learn from them and kind of understand like what in-game production is, and then seeing the resources that we have over here at Walnut Creek. It's just taking advantage of every opportunity that we have to make this stream great.
3-1 to Aikawa, taking strike just as it was on 3-0. So now goes to 3-2, back-to-back pitches in there from Lorenzini, and that's pretty awesome. I mean, obviously, I think with this summer, sort of reveals to me, as here comes a payoff pitch to Aikawa, the righty, swings and misses.
Beautiful.
3 strikeouts for Joey Lorenzini, but I was going to say, with this type of setup and on the road going over, if you have the equipment, you can really just have a broadcast whenever you feel like it, and that's kind of cool.
Absolutely, and I do want to give, like, obviously I said I couldn't ask for a better broadcast team. You both on the headset have been absolutely phenomenal, but also I want to give a shout-out to Charlie Limoncelli, Austin Oda, and then technical owner of the team, Coach Brant Cummings, because none of this would be possible without them funding all of our equipments. Like, I know last year, Crawdads did not have 2 cameras.
Cued out towards the left side, weird spin from third to Robles, spinning throw, not in time. Wow, that one was off the end of Griffin's bat. Just hit the grass like a tennis ball on Velcro and shot to the right after it went to the left. Had some crazy, crazy spin. So Robles even being able to gather that one was rather impressive. But anyways, another infield hit. That's now the third for Menlo Park and the 5th hit on the day. So top of the order, gets back up and a man gets on. And we appreciate the appreciation, Jack. We appreciate you very much. As first pitch swinging for Kelly, Weekly back to the mound. Lorenzini off to first, and he'll underhand it at the first baseman, Ronson covering. That'll do it for the inning. And for Jack Brooks, any final words after that quick half inning?
I just want to shout out everyone who has watched the stream this year. It would not be possible without the great audience. And then also, again, a special shout out to you guys, because my job is not real without 2 amazing broadcasters. We've had a heck of a season, and I can't wait to see what we do during the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be fun.
First broadcast producer for the Crawdads, maybe the only one in the entire CCL. Jack Brooks, thank you for joining on. We'll be back in the bottom of the second with another guest from our team. Bottom of the second, Crawdads trailing 2-0 behind the Menlo Park Legends, and mentioned we have a new guest for this inning, and it's none other than Julianne Stark. Not the first time that she's been on the mics today, or this season, the second time. both
I'm
against
so
Menlo Park.
excited to be back. So excited.
Welcome in, Julianne. Of
I know Charlie's excited to see me here.
course I am. Why wouldn't I, Julianne?
I don't know. I think I'm about to make a lot of jokes, and I don't think
So?
Charlie's prepared for it whatsoever.
Oh, I'll be fine. Come on now.
Okay, yeah.
A Crawdad and Menlo Park game never complete without Julianne Stark on the mic as Kevin Parker Jr. takes outside to begin the inning. Julianne, you've been in charge of the social media and the creation of content. 1-0 pitch to Parker, flown out to medium deep center field over is Griffin a few steps to his right now, comes in, makes the catch, but it's been a lot of fun to see the content that you guys kind of pump out and just what's it been like leading the team of photographers, videographers, and the players as well all season.
I mean, I think at first it was definitely something I had to learn to juggle, being in charge of kind of so many people, and everyone has many different like creative talents. So trying to find ways to bring them all together in order to create the like best content possible. But towards like middle of the season, we really found our groove, which was awesome. So I've had a lot of fun doing it. I've learned a lot. I've grown a lot. So sad to know that the summer's soon coming to an end because I really don't want to have it come to an end.
Taylor took the first pitch for a strike. Second one, he swings through a nice off-speed pitch, breaking hard from the right hand of Patrick Richardson. And I've always wondered, since the content, the players always kind of a mixed bag of what they're going to say, as the 0-2 to Taylor is swung on and missed, strike three. Might have to hurry up here.
Seriously,
get another
Harry?
1, 2, 3. But I was going to say, who's your favorite player for content creation?
Oh, this is such an obvious
answer. Who gives the best?
No, you know what? And I think people don't expect it to be what it is. Cody Perry is one of my favorites to interview. And someone was like, who's your least favorite? And it's also Cody Perry because he also gives me a lot of attitude when I interview him. But does it make for awesome content? Yes, it makes for great content. He's always full of so much energy when I'm interviewing him. He's always willing to do it. But most of the guys are really energetic when I interview them. But a little scared when they see the 5'3" midget with the mic.
He is a character. Only Crawdad to be ejected this year as Sutter Moss takes in the dirt for ball one. First pitch he's seen today, starting in the DH spot where Ryan Ellis has been very consistently, but out in left field today, and of course retired the number. Julianne, you have a makeshift Ryan Ellis jersey on as the 1-0 to Moss up and away. It's number 12. Usually Vance Haskins repping 12, but you put the black tape over the number 1, and there you go. You've got a Ryan Ellis jersey.
I know, and in honor of Cody Perry's favorite nickname for him, he's just a little guy. That is also what's on the back of my jersey. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is. Just a little guy.
Just a makeshift jersey.
The tape is coming off the 1 as well, just so you know. But
thank you.
Are you allowed to wear the number 2 now? I mean, it's retired. Only Ryan Ellis can wear 2.
Okay, well, I didn't know any of this was going on today.
We know.
So.
We kept it all a secret from you.
Yeah, I know. So I was the one that did not know what was going on. So I did this before knowing that.
2-1 to Moss, up and away, ball 3, trying to extend the inning. He wants Julianne Stark to remain on the airways here on the Crawdad live stream, but it is the first time that, again, not the first time you've been on, but the first time we've been on together because you kicked me off in Menlo Park.
We did.
3-1 to Moss. Back up the middle, splits the wickets of Richardson. Over from short, sliding to stop it from the outfield is Kelly, but it's a moot point as Moss reaches base at first. But what'd you guys talk about last time? Just so I know not to repeat things.
Kind of just the same thing we were talking about now. A little bit more about content creation and Julianne doing her role here and how awesome she's been at handling all this and handling all the characters in the dugout. I was gonna say something that was a whole lot harsher, and I was like, no, let's be a little bit nicer to these baseball players because that's what they are. They're just baseball players. Well, they're people. They play baseball.
Barrett Ronson with Moss on first takes a slider that didn't slide up and in for ball 1. Ronson yesterday came in to pinch hit in the 7th in Sonoma, went 0 for 2 after that with a strikeout. So looking to get back to his swing that he found a bit in San Francisco, well, San Bruno, I should say, a couple days ago. Hit his first home run of the summer. Ahead 1-0, the pitch is hit hard back up the middle, another line drive base hit. Moss goes up 90 feet, first and second with 2 down, and well, that sounds like a fun time. And we'll ask a similar question to who you enjoy kind of getting content from most, but what has been your favorite video or just any piece of media to produce this season so far?
You know, honestly, there's two. One that I haven't edited and one that I have. I
Oh.
would say my favorite that I've done was the hugging video. I
Yep.
think the guys just, I was wanting to do that for so long during the season, but they started to really open up with each other towards the end of season here, so it was really nice to finally be able to do that video. I would say one that I'm excited for is one of our bat boys, Bradley. I mic'd him up.
B-Rad.
Yes, I mic'd him up for an inning. So I'm really excited to finish editing that and post that before our game on Wednesday, which everyone who's listening should come out to because it's going to be a lot of fun.
Playoff time. Crawdads will be hosting whoever wins the 2 versus 3 seed game that is featuring San Luis Obispo Blues and the Sonoma Stompers. So winner of that game headed up to Monte Vista on Wednesday. And Julianne, you spend a lot more time in the game, in the dugout than we do. Are the guys are excited and ready to go?
Yeah, I mean, they were all hyped up
Mm.
yesterday after that win. I think that, you know, it's a long season for some of these guys. They don't see their families for a very long time, but it's the little things like this that they get to look forward to and really make it exciting and kind of like a last finishing piece for this team because, you know, you're never going to be on a team like this again.
No.
It's just one season with these guys, and then you move on.
But that's the magic of summer ball right there, man, is just a new group of guys at the beginning of the summer. All of a sudden, they kind of become like a family towards the end, and they want to win and play for each other, and it's something kind of special.
No, truly. I will not forget this in a million years. This was such a great experience.
Yeah,
this
'cause I
summer.
mean, even as an intern team, I feel like it's the same way.
Oh, yeah. It's like, when will we all ever work together again? Probably never. But we'll probably all cross paths. I know I told Charlie he's got to come watch me play some water polo at ASU this year.
Yeah, when you guys are there, we're going to be
Heck
there.
yeah. Harry, it's different for you.
Yeah, but not in the same conference anymore. Should be.
I know.
Yep.
2 balls and a strike. Drew Longacre with a runner in scoring position. 2 on, 2 outs. The pitch. Back towards the middle over at second. Fendel's got it. He'll take it to the bag himself. Thought his shortstop was there, but instead turned up the heat a bit and sprinted over to the bag. So the 4 unassisted ends the inning, and Julianne Stark, parting words in the bottom of the second.
Hashtag peace out and 6-7, bye guys.
Yeah, she was going to say 6-7 at some point. That's her favorite thing ever.
No, it's not.
Yes.
Top of the third, still a 2-0 ball game as it has been since the end of the top of the first. Crawdads, no runs, 2 hits, no errors. For Menlo Park, 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. And speaking of no errors, a guy who makes no errors joining us here to my right. It's Elijah Ramos, infielder with the Crawdads, joining on the broadcast for an inning for the first time this season.
Yep.
Full inning for you,
Appreciate
Elijah.
you guys having me on here.
No,
It's
thanks
awesome.
for coming on, dude. I mean, Elijah, just thoughts on this season, generally speaking. I mean, what a year it's been here in Walnut Creek.
I mean, it's been great, man. Everything that I wanted out of a summer ball program and team, it's here, man. Everyone's competitive. You got a good group of guys that are willing to push you every single day. You don't really find that a lot on a lot of summer ball teams, and even just playoffs, making it into the playoffs, you don't really see that too often as well. So it's been great here at Walnut Creek, and I'm grateful for all the relationships I made, and this is an awesome experience for sure.
And I've always wondered with you being a guy who's been around the CCL for now a couple of years. You were with the Stompers in the past. How does this experience in Walnut Creek kind of differentiate from an experience with Sonoma?
I mean, Sonoma was great too. I was much younger ball player then. I was almost going into my freshman year over there. So the experience was much different, and coming off injuries and been through journeys I've been through this last couple of years. It's a different perspective for sure. So, I mean, it's been great, man. It's been great for sure.
Check swing pop up from Duran lands in the glove of Barrett Ronson on the fly. So an excuse me swing out for Duran. That's the second time a check swing has ended up in play. First time it ended up with as an infield hit. So Crawdads will take that one this time. Pop out to the first baseman Ronson. And we had Noah Zirkel on pregame, and he was talking about how the players really love to go up to Sonoma, one of the favorite away venues, and you got to play there as a home field, and it really is a good time out there, isn't it?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think the fans are great. The atmosphere is good. Even when I'm coming back there every single game, the fans there are welcoming me and remember me being there, and little banter here and there, but they're great over there. So the atmosphere at Sonoma is great for sure.
1-0 to Joey D'Amelio, the righty, and for his second time takes a ball above the zone, and Drew Longacre wanted it. Sort of looked back at the home plate ump with a dejected look, but we dubbed you this year the Stomper. You really, I mean, just lit it up against your former team as the 2-0 take in, this time for a strike, almost the same spot. So Drew Longacre had a point. Yesterday, we'll erase that from the record, but going into yesterday, 10 for 31, a homer, 2 doubles, 8 runs batted in, 2 walks to just 3 strikeouts. I mean, was there any extra juice, feeling like you were playing against your old squad, or was it just happened to put it together?
I think it's just the way the game works, man. I believe in like the baseball gods, and and I realize I'm facing my Sonoma. It just kind of happens the way it does. Just playing the ball game hard, and that's kind of what happens.
3-1 popped into shallow left
right
field. Out is
hit.
Parker and squeezes it, but it slips out of the glove.
That's a tough one right there.
That is. That's one as an infielder. That was the one that I always had the most trouble with, going straight back. And what's the key on that kind of play?
I don't know, man. That's just you gotta be athletic right there. You gotta be athletic right there, and just let the glove take over. And KP almost had it right there, but that's a tough play for sure.
What's it like playing with the guy who's so athletic at shortstop like KP?
Oh man, it's great. Just all the guys on the infield are
exactly.
very athletic, and just trusting the guys is very important. I think even the outfield, we got a great group of guys for sure this year, and I feel like that's why I made a really good run this year for sure.
Check on the runner at first, gets away from the glove of Ronson, so moving up to second, a gift for Joey D'Amelio.
I would say this is a weird view up here for sure.
it's
not used to this.
It's a different one, right? Not on the field, but yeah, you've got guys like Kevin Parker, he has a cannon of an arm, so athletic. At third, Aiden Robles coming in with the bat late season. But a guy we've talked about a lot, Lucas Carlisle, is just so smooth defensively. As I'll get to my question after the first pitch to Levitt McGee, who singled his first time. He takes a ball. I mean, is he like the cleanest infielder you've ever seen? I feel like that's, to me, he's just so good out there with the glove.
Yeah, he's just very smooth, man. I think it comes easy to some guys, and he just has that little flair to him when he fields it a little bit, and you can tell he's just an athletic guy, young kid, and I'm excited to see what happens to him and his journey as he gets older and gets more developed as a ball player as well.
Does he ask a lot of questions to some of the more veteran guys like you and KP?
Here and there, just like some small things, but I mean, he's pretty put together.
1-0 on the ground to Ronson. He'll feed it to Lorenzini, who wins the foot race between him and Levitt McGee. Meanwhile, D'Amelio moves up to third, so 2 down in the inning on the 1-3 putout. And you guys, a lot of, like Brent Cummings, the way he described it is we have basically 3 shortstops on the infield whenever we go out to play, and also Peyton Rolls and TJ Woodson. Guys earlier in the summer, also the same archetype. And I mean, yeah, how do you guys learn from each other?
Man, I think it's just being around just good group of guys and seeing just how they go about their work. I think it's just you feed off each other's energy, and you just see how people move and how the hands work, and just the different things that you can pick up on a day-to-day basis, even if it's a small thing like whether you trap the ball on a slow roller or what do you do with your arm, like stuff like that. So just learning day to day and being surrounded around those guys and just feeding off the energy is very important, I feel like.
Fendel down 0-2, same situation. He was up his first time at a 2-strike, 2-out double. 0-2 from Joey Lorenzini is swung on and missed. in between his timing with the slider, biting hard at the bottom of the zone. We're going to keep Elijah Ramos on for the bottom of the third, and we'll take just a quick break. 2-0, Crawdads still trail the Legends. Still on with Elijah Ramos, an infielder for the Walnut Creek Crawdads. Elijah, you're headed to the D1 level next season, CSU
Yes.
Bakersfield. Once again, congrats on that. And when you think about how summer ball allows you to get the reps during the summer and sort of improve, how has that helped you this year get ready for this step up?
Oh, for sure. I was talking to Ashton about this earlier,
Yeah.
actually. I mean, I think just preparing yourself mentally and being surrounded around, I keep going off the same topic, is being surrounded around the great, just really good guys. And, like, that's something I really want to be a part of, is being around, you know, a lot of D1 guys and just understanding what it takes to get to that level and what you need to do. And I was at Fullerton for 2 years, so kind of going off that, I kind of do know what I need to do to get to that level, but just having, you know,
Yeah.
those people around you to push you a little bit more is very important as well. And just getting the reps, too.
So first pitch bounce out for Lucas Carlisle. It flips over back to the top. Daniel Polasic looking to get a rally going for a Crawdad offense that was quiet through its first time through. And Polasic 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to Isaac Fendel at second. Pitch from Richardson taken for a strike. And it's also kind of fun when you just look at guys on your team now. You might play during the spring and guys you've maybe played in the past. The 0-1 is hit out on a couple of hops.
yeah.
Short, kicked by Kelly at short and through the wickets. So Polasic gets on. It was hard hit. Maybe going to go down as a hit, but what would you call that one?
Base knock.
Yeah. You'll side with the fielder, and it's going to go as an E6. In well, KP got one on the pop-up, too, so evens out now. First error of the day for Menlo Park, who team that makes its fair share of errors, not quite like San Francisco or Sonoma even, but now Aiden rolls in. What's it like seeing him play? I mean, came on
awesome,
so strong.
Dude, he's just even being around Coach Eric, and they're very similar about how they go about their work. Man, he's just a hard worker and puts his head down, and you can just tell, really good guy. And it doesn't surprise me that he's able to produce the way he does every single day.
First pitch to him. Swings and flies it towards foul ground on the right field side. Looking for it, Levitt McGee has no idea where it is, and it bounces 20 feet to his right, so foul ball for strike one. But coming on and hitting a home run, a double, a single, a triple shy of the cycle in his first game. I mean, he also got hit by a pitch late in that game, and like his tongue out to the dugout. How has his energy sort of helped you guys get fired up?
Man, it's just when you see someone just come in like that right away and fill the shoes of, you know, TJ Woodson.
Yeah.
And we just continually have guys that, see right there it is.
Hard liner, left side base hit.
Not a shock right there.
No. We've dubbed him sometimes as the greatest hitter of all time. That's how we've referred to him.
Well,
sometimes.
Austin and Harry have said that. But no, he's been so impressive. I mean, come in, go 3 for 4 your first game.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then, I think 5-game hit streak. It was not before his 6th game he finally didn't record a hit as a Crawdad. Was that 6th game he played, and he's just a spark plug. And what's it like playing third base right next to him?
It's awesome, man. He's really good, dude. Like really, he's awesome. We call him automatic because he just gets knocks all the time. That's what he's about.
Thank you, Ryan Chance. Reverberating around the stands at Monte Vista. He takes a ball low, 1-0. Again, Ryan Ellis, first Crawdad to get his number retired. It was
That's awesome, man.
ceremony pregame. That is very awesome. Mr. Crawdad is 0 for 1 today with a ground out towards short. Now a run-scoring spot for the all-time leader. 1-0 pitch above the zone.
Left-hander warming up right now for Menlo Park, Christian Duarte.
One of, I don't even know, 5 players left in the Menlo Park dugout?
Something like that.
2-0, Ellis head high again, so another easy take goes to 3-0.
3-0. You think he's hacking here or what?
I think
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Come on,
right?
right?
He's got to hack
Especially
it.
today.
The jersey retired before the game. You gotta let him.
Come on, let it go. Let it go. Here we go.
He has the most obvious green light on this team. 3-0. Hey,
Ooh.
takes. That's
Yeah,
a
we're
very
here. Good count though.
veteran
3-1
approach.
count, here we go.
Still get a 3-1 count. What are you hunting 3-1? Just middle.
Oh yeah, you gotta go heater. Come on now.
Yeah. Are you looking location though, or just any fastball you're swinging?
Nah, probably there's a location. Probably middle in right now. He probably wants to take something out. I'm not gonna lie. We'll see.
3-1. Inside
good
ball
take.
4.
Here we go. There we go. Got something going.
Yeah, 5-pitch walk loads the bases.
We got KP coming up too.
Oh, yeah.
AP, the shortstop, cleanup hitter today. This is the situation you'd kind of imagine your cleanup hitter in. Runners on, run scoring spot. Elijah, you've been excellent in the run scoring spots this season. What, over 20 RBI now?
22, you lead the team.
Oh, lead the team, yeah. And you've been doing it from all up and down the lineup. And RBI, as of late in the world of baseball, have been shrugged off a bit more as, a situational stat. But when you're a guy like you who's been, top of the order, middle of the order, bottom of the order, you've produced all year long. What's your runners on approach?
I think Brant and Coach Cummins does a really good job of just, making sure I simplify my approach going up the middle. And when I hear that from him, it just allows me to stay calm and just execute. I mean, that's what the job is, and that's what kind of baseball's about, is just being able to execute in those situations and just trusting your process and just continue to put good swings on the ball.
0-1 to Parker Jr. Takes above the zone for a ball. All black uniforms for the Crawdads today, and it's been
Like that look.
It is
It's a great look.
First time, and they've gone with the all black. It's a bit. Imagine it's a bit hot out there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's not too hot, as you guys would know from early in the summer. It was like almost, 90s?
Yeah, that second week it was like
Yeah, there
90s
you
to
go.
100. It was brutal, man.
I arrived right on the end of that, and it was like
Oh, yeah.
72 degrees. 1-1 to Parker Jr. Take in.
Good take.
Where a ball slider couldn't find it, so Richardson falls down 2-1 after 3 straight runners getting on base 3 different ways. Pulasic reached via the error. A single by Robles moved him over to second, and a walk by Ellis. Now 2-1 to Parker. Fouled right back to the fence. 2-2. Parker's a guy that I feel like plays with so much power. I mean, we've seen him hit the ball 100+ miles an hour on the regular, as well as that. His throws from the infield look about 90+ miles an hour. Has you guys ever clocked him on those throws?
No, but he was a two-way pitcher, and
Right.
he was around 92.
Driven well
Oh,
to
my
left
God.
field at the wall, looking up and coming into
Come on,
mid.
keep going.
Up it is Wagner. A weird read.
Oh, shoot.
Is now hung up.
Oh, we got a weird
second
one,
and third
boys.
is Ellis.
We got a weird one, boys.
Now coming
we got a
home
weird one.
Robles. Throw to the
Get down.
plate is not
Hey!
enough.
Let's go. Let's go.
What the heck?
That's huge.
What
We got a weird
what
one.
just happened?
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So Parker Jr. nearly rides it out of here and clears the bases with a grand slam, but it was Wagner in left field who felt for the wall, found the wall, was looking up like it was going to go, then all of a sudden races in a couple steps and can't get it.
That's
And
awesome right there.
wow, and then Ryan Ellis stuck between second and third. Robles does what you got to do and just go home. Throw was late. No outs recorded for Menlo Park. Runners now on second and third. That was insanity.
Wow.
Love that.
They will
That's
give him a
awesome.
double with 2 RBIs, so
Yeah.
good for KP's line. I mean, he's just been mashing baseballs all season long, and that one no different.
I thought that was gone.
What?
94 off the
Wind's
bat.
blowing in a little bit.
Yeah, it kind of always does here, it feels like. And when you have a hit like that, or just, I mean, Parker's, the batting average numbers are a bit lower than maybe you'd expect just because he's always hitting the ball so hard. As a hitter, how do you have to stay focused when you are hitting the ball hard like he has, but just not finding gaps? Do you change your approach at all, or you just trust the process?
I mean, if you're putting barrel on ball, like that's just the name of the game, and can't really control where it goes, you know what I mean? So if you just trust your ability, your hands, and you're barreling the balls, you're probably doing something right. So being able to just stick with that is very important, and a lot about confidence as well.
So Patrick Richardson, that was the last pitch he'll throw today. Christian Duarte, the lefty, will come on to face Cam Taylor and Sutter Moss, 2 lefties with just 1 out and 2 runs in for Walnut Creek on that bizarre swing that Parker rode 325 feet out to left center field, almost out of there, but Paul Wagner, left fielder, couldn't quite handle it. But yeah, I mean, like you're the guy that is some of the best barrel control on this team. So much contact. Is your approach just to put the ball in play, or?
I wouldn't say like put the ball in play, but I don't know, just being able to put quality at bats up and just be able to move guys, like that's just part of my game. So naturally, I feel like I've learned to control the barrel better over the year, and whether that was at Fullerton, kind of had that role, then going to East Bay, same kind of thing. So being able to come here and do the same thing is important to me as well.
Real
Doing
quickly,
it at every level.
Real quickly, Elijah, 3rd Cal State school that you're going to go to.
Yeah.
Cal State. I mean, you're a California guy, born and raised. I mean, what do you love so much about this state that makes you want to stay?
Oh, I just love California. I mean, that's a really big factor that I was looking into when transferring. I had a lot of East Coast schools talking to me as well. But, man, I just love California, love the West Coast. So, big Cal State guy. I guess I'm a big Cal State guy for sure. But I'm excited for Bakersfield and excited to go back into the Big West for sure, man.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Best Coast, West Coast.
Yep, I'm with it.
West Coast, best. I guess, yeah. West Coast,
that's the
best
phrase,
coast.
yeah.
So
Elijah-
Patrick Richardson, 2 1/3, 4 hits. On the books for 2 runs so far, but second and third still on his tally.
You got a funky left-hander coming up in Duarte. I mean, he damn near sidearm delivery.
Yeah,
How are
yeah.
you supposed to attack a guy like that as a hitter?
Yeah, I've faced him before. He is a funky lefty, especially lefty. I bet that's uncomfortable at bat.
First one to Taylor, watches below the zone, a ball and a breaking pitch.
But maybe not just kind of what just did right there. Just take one, see what you're seeing from his arm action, and maybe lock into a couple pitches here and there. But I mean, for sure, funky though.
1-0, bounce to
Does a
first.
job.
Levitt McGee backs up on it, so the run will come home over
boy.
there. The feed
job
made
right there.
to Duarte. That is a very good team at bat. As also Parker moves to third, so a productive out on the 3-1 putout. RBI for Cam Taylor, and he kind of short arms it too a little bit. It's out of the glove, gets into his
for
power
sure.
position, and then just low. The elbow drops low, and it comes in. So
Oh yeah.
not a lot of time. Kind of tries to disrupt it. So worked about halfway there.
Definitely funky. Definitely funky.
So now another lefty in Sutter Moss to face the lefty Duarte. His first pitch is swung and missed. Moss, who had a single his first time in the second inning, got up to second. That was as far as a Crawdad had gotten before this inning, where they've scored 3. They now lead it 3-2. 0-1 to Moss is bounced 5 feet in front of home plate. Ball and a strike with Elijah Ramos, Charlie Limoncelli, and Harry Setrakian, and our producer Jack Brooks, taking you through the final game of the regular season. And Elijah, outlook to the playoffs, a 1 seed. That's pretty cool.
That's awesome. I'm so excited for playoffs and try to make a run.
Ball and a strike. Oh, behind Moss to the backstop, coming in to score. And he's in there sliding.
Let's go.
Kevin Parker Jr. with the Penguin dive to score. So now 4-2. Crawdads lead it on the wild pitch. That was a very wild pitch. I mean, don't really have to read the funky delivery when it's behind you. So clean slate for Duarte. He can go to the windup with Moss ahead, 2 balls and a strike.
What about Moss sticks out as a player to you guys when you get to play alongside him every day?
I think immediately the one thing we noticed was just his pop. Like, his
Yeah.
BP pop is crazy.
Hit hard to first. Levitt McGee's got it on the spear. He'll toss it to the pitcher covering Duarte. Back-to-back 3-1 putouts will end the third inning. 4 runs, though, for the Crawdads. Elijah Ramos brings the luck. Any final words that you have for the Crawdad fans tuned in?
Go Crawdads, and, let's go win this whole thing. But appreciate you
man.
guys having me on.
Thanks,
I will.
Elijah. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we much appreciate you coming on. So after 3 innings, Crawdads lead at 4-2. Shane Aldridge will be joining us next for the 4th. Fourth inning, after 3 full, Crawdads lead it 4-2, and also after 3 full, Joey Lorenzini's start is complete. 3 innings, gave up 5 hits, just the 2 runs in the first. No walks and 4 strikeouts, and Charlie really was excellent after the tough first inning. Faced 7 batters that inning. After that, just faced 8. So
Yeah.
he was very strong. 4 outs or 3 outs and 4 batters in the second and third. And speaking of 4, the number 4, Shane Aldridge joins us on for the 4th inning. Very fitting. Shane, good to see you, man.
Good to see you guys. It's good to be up here.
Welcome into the show, Shane. I mean, you've been swinging a really hot bat. It's got to be great to get a day off right now, yeah?
Yeah, it was very much needed. My body's been going through it a little bit, so it's nice to just get a chill day and watch the team play.
Is it extra taxing playing that in center field as well?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I've been in right a lot, so
Hmm.
a lot of more ground to cover in center. So
Yeah. Especially in Sonoma where the dimensions are
yeah,
so
giant
wacky, you have to
field,
think
really big field.
that
So.
like the triangle behind you that goes maybe 440 to dead center.
Yeah, definitely thankful to be playing here in the playoffs.
It's a big time advantage to potentially be playing here through the championship series. This year the North champion will host the championship series. So yeah, you guys basically have it the full way, and that's pretty awesome. And out here, do you have a preference for what position you're at Monte Vista?
No, I mean, I'm fine wherever Coach Cummings puts me at. So I try to just always stay ready. I never know where I'm going to be at, so I just try to stay ready no matter where I'm at.
Shane, I talked to Coach Cummings a little while ago about when two of you went to the batting cages, you kind of worked on something with your swing, and since then, you're on a 10-game hitting streak. What was that adjustment? I really got to know.
It was pretty simple. He just basically I widened my stance out pretty much all the time. 2-strike approach, just really helped me hit more line drives, and then started to see some fall, gain more confidence, and here we are. And try to keep the hit streak going.
2-2 to Wagner, and excuse me, swing, but makes contact, stays alive with Nick Madrigal on deck and Michael Aikawa in the hole, the 9-hitter. And it's been such a pleasure to watch you play, and
Appreciate it.
with the speed and with the range in the outfield and the bat has really come together in the second half of the season. It feels like, peaking at the right time for the playoffs, kind of like the Crawdads have been. What's the importance of that in baseball? Just getting on a hot streak when you're heading into the games that matter most.
Yeah, especially coming down this stretch. We got a lot of important games here soon, so it's just as long as you can stay consistent. Baseball is a streaky sport, so once you stay hot, it's a pretty good thing.
Well, Paul Wagner just had a wicked attempt at trying to hit that pitch from Carlos Hernandez. Came up empty on a half swing. Just the two-seamer coming down and in. Wagner wasn't sure about it, but went around. So one down for Carlos Hernandez, who now faces Nick Madrigal, today's catcher. Righty versus righty. First pitch bounced to second. There's Lucas Carlisle with the glove, and a one-pitch out for the second out of the inning. And yeah, you got our player of the game honors yesterday. Yeah, a couple of hits, drove in a run with a double, scored a couple runs as well. And, I mean, again, just finding the right time to get hot.
Shane, do you have any favorite memories from this season so far? I mean, what a year it's been, right?
Yeah, no, definitely. I'd say one of my favorites was back when Winchell hit that walk-off home run.
Oh, yeah.
I was on deck, so I had a pretty good view of that, and that was pretty sick.
Did you? Yeah, off the bat, what was your reaction? You think it was going on right away?
I didn't. I saw the center fielder was like at the warning track, so I was like, I don't know, and then it got out, and then that was a crazy moment.
I got a pretty bad read off of it. I will say myself. I thought, maybe.
I always had hope.
Base hit, and he just kept going back, kept carrying. Oh, one pitch, slider lands in for a strike.
Never know with the wind here.
Exactly.
It feels like it's always blowing in, and
yeah.
As an outfielder, how do you deal with that?
I mean, you're right. Most of the times it is blowing in, so there's and we've also got good pitchers, so I'm not really running back too much. So they make it easy for me.
0-2 pitch to the 9-hitter Aikawa takes a ball outside, and for that, then do you line up? Obviously, it's easier. Always they teach it easier to come in than it is to go back on the ball.
I feel like I play pretty far back, so just make it easier.
1-2 pitch incoming from Hernandez to Aikawa. With 2 down. Here it comes. Fastball outside and low. But now Daniel Pulasic, first game he's played out in center. You were moved over to center after Bryden Bull went down with a bit of a left arm, throwing arm injury. And so what's it like just having to adjust kind of midsummer, and you never know who's going to get hurt, never know who might step up, right? Going from right field to center field. What's that adjustment like?
Just, I always try to stay ready. I like to see myself as an athlete, so I'm always prepared to play anywhere where I'm needed. So it was a pretty smooth adjustment, I'd say.
Shane, do you feel like you've accomplished all the goals you set out to accomplish this summer heading into the season?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'd want to start better than I did, but I'm happy with the way I'm playing right now, with how the team's playing. So hopefully I can keep that going into the playoffs and we make a deep run.
Aikawa draws the walk on the full count, flipping the lineup to the top for the 3rd time. Mason Griffin, 1 for 2 today. And we just talked to Elijah Ramos, who, we mentioned you also in the field, switching around positions a little bit. Ramos, who has been up and down the lineup. Same with you. You've sort of been in at the top spot and also towards the bottom and in the middle as well. What's the adjustment like there too, right? Just being in a different spot, different times in the inning coming up, just anything that you change based on where you're hitting?
Not too much. I know I try to do my job every time, which has been working out recently. So yeah, always, like I said earlier, just staying ready, and always just trying to do your job.
Looping liner lands in for a base hit. Griffin 2 for 3 now as Menlo looks to initiate another 2-out rally, which they did in the first inning to bring home their first and only 2 runs of the game. But almost wild to see this team just so thin. I feel like with the Crawdads, you guys have done such a good job of filling any gaps. If a player leaves, player gets hurt. First pitch to Kelly, taken for a strike. But what's it like to be in the dugout where the identity is sort of next man up in these situations?
Yeah, I think that just shows how Coach Cummings did as how good he was as a recruiter.
Yeah.
You know, we've got a lot of injuries, but you know, everybody's stepped up playing new positions. Like we've had that's the first baseman right there.
0-1 to
Oh.
Taylor towards the line. It gets down in front of him, and now some trouble with it as it skips into foul territory. Second run looking to come in from first. Mason Griffin will score without a throw. This game tied back up on the double by Ryder. Kelly just deposits it down the first base, or right field line, I should say. And Cam Taylor, another guy. We've talked about how Brent Cummings has talked to us about how the infield, you know, other than first base, it's 3 shortstops. And in the outfield, at the start of the season with everyone healthy, it's basically like having 3 center fielders. But now, even now, it's so impressive too because you have Cam Taylor out there, a guy who plays first, and Ryan Ellis, a guy who's been DHing all summer long, and then also a guy like Joe Coupland or Brandon Clisby who are catchers stepping into those roles.
Yep, and those guys do a very good job out there. So
it is uber impressive. These guys, it's kind of like you describe yourself. Just think of yourself as an athlete. Seems like they've all done an excellent job at doing that. Duran, a big swing and a miss, evens up at 1-1 against Carlos Hernandez.
I want to go back to a point you made, Shane, real quick. You talked about how Coach Cummings is such a good recruiter. What brought you here to the Creek?
I mean, I've been in the CCL years before. I've known people who've played for the Crawdads, and they have nothing but good things to say about them. So,
Runners picked off a second, had a huge lead. Kelly was almost all the way to third as we're going to stay here, you know, about halfway, but Hernandez got the sign to step off and pick him off. So Ryan Duran will be up to begin the top of the 5th. We'll keep Shane Aldridge on here throughout the break, through the bottom of the 4th inning. And
as you were saying, Shane, you know, you were been in the CCL before. You're talking to some players. You know some guys who have played here.
Yeah, and then there's nothing but good things to say about Coach Cummings. You know, he's super competitive, wants to win. So, I mean, it's fun to win. So, like, that's pretty much the main reason I wanted to come here. You know, they take it serious, and I've had a blast all summer.
And well, win you guys have. Locked up the first seed in the CCL North yesterday after the victory at Sonoma, and Slow losing to Academy 15-0. They forfeited the bottom of the 9th on their own fireworks night. That's a bit of pride you feel like might be hurt, but what was the celebration like for the team yesterday, maybe on the bus ride back after the game?
No, yeah, we were all excited. You know, getting to, I think getting to be at home throughout the playoffs is huge. You always want to be the home team, but we all get to stay close and not have to. We wouldn't have to go out to Slow, so that's probably the best part. You know, long bus rides are tough. So, you know, I think everyone being comfortable at home will help us out.
Especially because this is a place where the Crawdads have played historically really well. I mean, even though the wind is blowing in a lot of the time, it still feels like it's a hitter-friendly ballpark.
Sure, most definitely.
16-5 the Crawdads are here this season in Monte Vista High School, or just in home games, a couple of them early season, not at Monte Vista, but Barrett Ronson leads things off. Drew Longacre, Lucas Carlisle, bottom third, due up here in the bottom of the 4th in a brand new ball game, tied 4-4. Menlo, 2 runs in the 1st and the 4th. Crawdads all 4 in the 3rd, so trying to get that lead that they just gained back. Barrett Ronson against the lefty Duarte takes ball 1, and we talked to Elijah Ramos, a righty, about how you face a lefty like Duarte with some funk, but you're obviously a lefty hitter.
Yeah.
What's an at-bat like this like?
I'm not gonna lie. For me, as a lefty, it's not very fun. You know, most of the times it looks like it's gonna hit you.
Yeah.
So it's a little tougher AB for myself as a lefty.
Ronson in 103-mile-an-hour ground out to short. That's too bad. That was a really good swing off the bat of.
He's swinging it a lot better lately.
He is. Yeah, we were talking about his first home run of the summer on 2 days ago on Friday in San Bruno, and he's a guy who's been pumping them out during batting practice left and right. And we've just been waiting for him to do it in game. He's a guy who had a lot of power in the spring season. Drew Longacre also looking for his first homer, takes the ball down and away. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like a fun at-bat for really either side against Duarte with that ridiculous low elbow sidearm release, but even as a lefty must be harder. The 1-0 inside to Longacre. Looks like a bit of cross step too.
Oh yeah, he's definitely a funky lefty.
Have you faced him this year?
I don't believe I have.
Yeah.
Do you remember a specific instance, Shane, where you like that you'd consider your hardest at bat this summer?
That's a good question. That was pretty much all first month when I was struggling. I felt like every at bat was a tough at bat. I wasn't seeing it well. Then thankfully Coach Cummings came to save me, and
Yeah.
I feel like I gave him all the credit for turning my season around.
3-0, Longacre takes ball 4-pitch walk for the catcher. He's on first. First time on base today for Drew, who had a fielder's choice to end the second. Lucas Carlisle up now. Coach Cummings to the rescue, huh?
Yep.
Feels like that's been the trend all season long. He's a guy who knows what he's doing, obviously. This team has been sort of his project for his tenure here, and Ryan Ellis, the guy who got his number retired, has been his guy. So what's it like just playing for Cummings, who's accomplished so much already here in the CCL with the Crawdads, and now on the doorstep potentially of a deep playoff run? Just what's it been like getting to know him and playing under him?
It's been great, man. He's a great guy. He's very fair. He treats us all the same. He gives everybody the opportunity to play, which is a great thing. Everyone, it's a summer ball, so we all need our reps.
Yeah.
So I think he does a really good job at making the lineups each and every day.
Wild pitch advances Drew Longacre to second base. Carlisle starts the count 1-0. And I feel like that's the key to summer ball, because you're coming in a lot of guys who obviously want to get their own personal reps, but the skill to bring the team together and have them play for each other as well. It feels like you guys have really bonded as a team and really care about winning.
For sure.
And that's, it's a credit to him and also you and each and every player, but also the team just as a whole. 1-1, Carlisle takes a nasty backdoor breaking ball for strike 2.
Yeah, that's tough. You can't do a whole
Not
lot
much,
there with
yeah.
that frame. I mean,
Tough pitch.
Yeah, it was
that's
also
magical.
out of the zone, away and down. Really nothing you can do. And that's part of summer ball too. It feels like Shane, just umpires trying to get the players to swing a bit.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. 1-2, fouled away, hard swing by Carlisle, but late on it, so stays at 1-2. But is that the general consensus? Kind of, you'll know that the zones are going to be a bit expanded because it's time to get those reps to try and put the ball in play.
I mean, I'm not gonna speak for everyone else, but I'm not playing summer ball to walk.
Right.
You wanna come here, swing the bat, get your swing right for the fall. Yeah.
Carlisle bounces it foul at the plate, stays at 1-2, doing battle with Christian Duarte, who retired the last 2 outs of the third inning and is working on the full fourth so far. Just 1 out recorded with Drew Longacre at second, top of the order, and Daniel Palasic on deck. I mean, is it fun? Also, the wood bats, that's a very different thing from the collegiate season.
It's been a tough season for me. I think I've broken about 5 bats. So, shout out to my dad for always buying me new bats.
It seems like, are there like communal bomb bats that the team uses?
Oh yeah, that's my bat right now.
Oh, that's you.
So I take credit for Baird's first home run. That was my bomb bat.
Yeah. So. He was looking good with it.
Oh yeah.
Has he been swinging it now for a little bit?
I think there's about 4 guys that are using my bat right now.
2-2. Carlisle went around. He thought the pitch was fouled, but saying it's a drop third. He's on first. Coming to score is Longacre. Or no, I think the home plate ump actually said he maybe did not swing. It hit him because he pointed at first base, saying maybe it's a hit by pitch. But umpires are going to come together. I didn't really. I was super confused by that. Definitely hit off of Carlisle. The question is if his bat hit it before for a foul ball, or if it was a check swing and he didn't go around and it hit him, meaning he'd be given first base, or check swing where he did go around and it hit him, therefore a drop third strike.
Either way, it
was
should be Carlisle to first, if I'm not. Well, unless it's a foul ball.
Two of those outcomes would put him on first. But the catcher kind of gave up on it. They're going to call him out here. Now Brent Cummings wants an explanation from the home plate ump. So I think maybe he went around on the check swing and it hit him, so it becomes a dead ball, perhaps? Something. I don't know. Do you know the ruling on this, Shane?
I have no idea what's going on right now.
I don't know if it's a dead ball if you swing and miss 2 strikes and it hits you. Well, anyways, Carlisle off base. It's going to be a strikeout for
They moved
Duarte.
Longacre back to second, too.
Yeah, he's still there. All right, well, 2 down. That was interesting.
Yeah. Interesting is definitely the way I'd put it.
So the leadoff man, center field today, Daniel Palasic, comes back up for his 3rd attempt, 0 for 2, but did reach and score last time in the 3rd inning on an error by the shortstop, Kelly. Facing Duarte now for the first time, the lefty versus lefty duel.
Shane, what's it like playing with Danny?
Oh, I love it. He's a great player, you know. I feel like he's pretty similar to me, you know, he contact lefties with some speed. So, I mean, we got a lot of athletes in the outfield.
No balls and a strike. A breaking ball just inside, taken for ball 1, evens it up. And you guys do, kind of a similar archetype. You know, hitting the ball hard all over the place, able to cover a lot of ground in the outfield, steal a base or 2. The 1-1 bounced high right in front of the plate to the first baseman, Levitt McGee, flips it to Duarte. They've now done that 3 times. The 3-1 put out ends the 4th inning, and well, for Shane Aldridge, ends his time on the mic. Shane, any final parting words to the Crawdad fans listening?
Go Crawdads.
Yeah, baby.
Thank you, Shane.
Thank you very much for coming on.
No
and
problem.
Top of the 5th coming up. That'll do it. Appreciate you, Shane.
Thank you, guys.
Carlos Hernandez, after 1 inning of work, out for today. Weston Thornberry comes in. It's a very deep hot list for the Crawdads pitching today. A lot of guys getting out there for the last game of the regular season. And after 4 innings, a 4-4 ball game, and another guest on for the top of the 5th inning. It's Ashton Sharon, one of the 2 writers for Walnut Creek this season. And Ashton, welcome on the broadcast, man.
Harry, thank you guys for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Absolutely, you've been doing some great work on the keys per se this season, and working in the dugout, chatting with the guys, and you can check out all your work on the Walnut Creek website. And it's been a lot of fun to see the ideas that you have kind of come to fruition. I remember start of the season you were coming to me with a kind of a list of ideas that you had, and for feature stories, for some narratives you were watching throughout the season, and they've been executed well. And I ask you first, do you have a favorite of those that you've produced so far?
I mean, that's a great question, Harry. I mean, you know, the Zirkle one, I think just first one, being here and just being able to be that open with me and honest and talking about the journey, I think was absolutely incredible. And I think Jacob Coburn's too for me. I mean, just from a special place for myself, you know, just faith-wise and his journey.
Very cool stories. And Zirkle, a guy that we had on for the pregame show, he's always been super, super welcoming of everyone on this team, including the interns, and sort of a role model, I feel like, for the players and us as well. As Ryan Duran in the first to face Weston Thornberry, whose first pitch of the day is swung through 81 miles an hour, a slider on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Duran was standing at the plate when Ryder Kelly, who was on second in scoring position, got picked off. He was running halfway from second to third when Hernandez spun and threw back. 0-1 to Durant, reached out, fouled away.
It was a good pitch by Weston there.
Yeah, those two sliders there. That one, the curveball off the slider, the pitch before. So a couple of different breaking balls. And you're someone who's interacted probably with the players more than most of the intern team, and you've been in there. What's it like getting to watch them on the field as kind of guys that you know personally?
I mean, it's amazing, because I think when you get to know them like this, you get to build up relationships with a lot of these guys, and I think being able to go and watch them play and produce at a high level, provides some feel good for me, just being here and getting to know them and, seeing them go out and compete the way that they do at the highest level, you can't help but smile.
And how does that help your writing too? If you feel like you know them on a personal level, what do you pull from that to put onto the page?
I think it's quotes mainly. When you get to understand people and learn from them, they're more open to talking to you, and more open they are to talking to you, the better your writing is going to be, the better your video is going to be, everything else.
Evan Parker Jr. What a play on a long run, a shallow fly ball to the left that he reaches out, makes the catch over his head, and quickly 2 outs here. And yeah, I mean, it's been a lot of fun for me, who's had a bit more limited interaction with the players in the dugout, just seeing them play when they do something, make a highlight play. I'm like, yeah, hey, I know that guy, right? That's pretty cool. And for you get to track these guys throughout the spring season now, and I think that's a pretty cool perspective. Any players, you're looking to stay in touch with?
Absolutely. I mean, I think a lot of them I'm hoping to stay in touch with. Just, I think it's a great thing to maintain relationships, for past that.
94 miles an hour from Weston Thornberry.
Okay, Wes.
Unbelievable. Yeah. but I think like Clisby, Coburn, a lot of these guys, I think staying in touch with them is great, not just for me, right, but for them as well, because, at the end of the day, they're great people, and helping them in any way that I possibly can outside of Walnut Creek to further their career is going to be great.
93 that time from Thornberry. Those are 2 fastest throwing heaters this season for any Walnut Creek pitcher. I mean, Trey Galino got up to 93 in San Francisco, but whew, okay, Thorns, dialing up the gas right now.
I'll have to break down the decimal points to see who takes the
good point.
Takes the slim lead as the 1-1 to Levitt McGee floats in a curveball that backs up on him, goes to 2-1, and I feel like you've formed a lot of good relationships with the pitchers, especially. I mean, it's a fun bullpen out there, getting to know them, and they take up most of the roster too, so a good place to start.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, these pitchers are great guys. Like I say, I think it's one thing to be an amazing ball player. It's a whole other thing to be a better person. And I think that, credit to Brant Cummings and the rest of their staff. They did a heck of a job of bringing in guys who are not just great players, but even better people.
So what's it like? I mean, you talk about that now. 2 94s for Thornberry, 2 fastest pitchers of the summer for Crawdad pitching 2-2. Up and away, another 94. So now you can see that from a bit of a personal perspective. That's cool. And pumping it in. I mean, maybe just getting 1 inning today. Weather's a bit warmer. It's the last game of the regular season. Can empty the tank a bit in this inning. So he's putting for it.
Yeah, I mean, Weston was someone who I spoke to earlier in the year, and he said his goal was to gradually increase velocity-wise.
Love it. I mean, he's certainly done it, right? I mean, was hitting 91, 92 his first time out, then kind of trailed it back down to, 80s, low 90s, and then all the way back up his last appearance in the regular season. Whole lot of 94 right now, and I mean, he's a guy that Ashton, I think, could probably play as a high-leverage sort of guy in the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for Walnut Creek, I think he's going to be a high-leverage 8th, maybe even 9th inning guy. If he can continue this 94, I mean, without Jacob Coburn, you're going to need a guy like that in the back end of the rotation. And I think he absolutely does that.
94 to get the swinging strike. That'll end the inning. It's a 1-2-3. Weston Thornberry gives him the claw with 2 strikeouts and a pop out. Wow, really, really high velocity. And for Ashton Sharon, any final words?
Thank you guys for having me. It
Absolutely.
was great to talk and talk some Crawdads baseball.
Thanks for coming on, Ashton.
Sorry it was a 1-2-3 inning, but we appreciate you. And I'll be handing over play-by-play duties to Charlie Limoncelli. He'll be hosting a whole lot of fun guests. I'm going to be off the mic for a little while. We'll see when I get back.
Welcome back into the Crawdads Streaming Network. We're tied at 4-4 between the Walnut Creek Crawdads and the Menlo Park Legends, bottom of the 5th. Last game of the 2026 regular season. I'm Charlie Limoncelli, and two special guests here for the bottom of the 5th, Matt Knauer and Boston Nahigian, are two of our fantastic data analytics interns. Guys, welcome into the show for the first time this season.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Fun to be up here.
Excited to be here, man.
Yeah, no problem, guys. I mean, you guys are both very pitcher heavy in terms of the knowledge base that you guys have. Talk about a little bit, Christian Duarte, such a funky arm from the left side, right?
Yeah, we were just looking at some of his footage when he was at Bellarmine in high school, and he was up to in the upper 80s, throwing from way over the top, and now he's 78, 80, does well in the CCL because it's funky, has a good breaking ball, but it was interesting seeing the more athletic delivery.
Yeah, he had a hammer back in high school, and now it's much more east-west profile, so it's a pretty interesting change. We didn't really know if it was the coaching staff that did it or him.
But at Santa Clara school, that's produced some really impressive pitchers, and definitely some interesting characteristics from the left side.
Starts off with a first pitch strike to Aiden Robles, who's 1 for 2 with a single, and what a debut for Aiden Robles. 0-1. Oof, that one just skips on out, wild pitch. Robles 1-1, but he's now on an 8-game on base streak. 7 of those 8 games, he's got a knock. From an offensive perspective, what do you see when you see a guy like Aiden Robles?
There's a lot of in-play, a lot of, we call it BABIP ball, I guess, just when you don't strike out and you put the ball in play a lot, you get a lot of hits by just putting the ball in play. So I think it's a little bit of luck is involved, I'd say, but when you're putting the ball in play, good things happen. And I'd say he does that better than a lot of guys on this team.
And the ability to do it at the right angles, too. So if you're hitting the ball between, 10 to 20 degrees consistently, you'll find a lot of hits.
1-2 to Robles. Duarte fires. Hit right up the middle, where the defense isn't. Sliding effort from Kelly at shortstop, not in time. That's a single. I mean, that's kind of one of those angles you talk about right there, just off the end of the bat, right?
Yep, right up the middle, kind of shortstop shaded over towards third base, and that's an easy infield hit.
1 on, no one out for Ryan Ellis. Mr. Crawdad got his jersey number retired, and I mean, your guys' first season with Walnut Creek, but that's such a special moment that everybody gets to be a part of.
Yeah, it was awesome, and you can look at the statistics. 4 years now as a Crawdad, legendary numbers, but just the person to be around in the dugout, just an incredible wealth of knowledge that Ryan Ellis has, and it's been incredible to learn from him.
1 ball, no strikes to Ellis. The pitch hit in the air down the right field line, looping in fair territory. Up, down for a base knock. Ellis kind of runs into the first base umpire. Robles into third. It'll go as a no-out single. Runners on the corners.
Yeah, that's just what he does. He just makes good swing decisions, swings at pitches that he can handle, and didn't really have much of a hard hit on that one, but he placed it in the right spot. Just excellent bat control.
You look at it, the typical rate, if you look at the amount that he swings inside the strike zone at a very high frequency while also limiting his chase, it's a very polished approach, and you can see why he has had so much success at Sacramento State.
Certainly been doing fantastic work, especially this season, but how about the work that you guys have done? I mean, any super special memories that you guys have made this summer with the Crawdads?
I'd say getting to meet all the interns, making a lot of lifelong friendships, getting to be around a lot of players that are going to go far in their careers, and really learning a lot more of the on-field brand than the statistics and spreadsheets. So I think that was a very good addition to my summer.
Yeah, I mean, we've both been around the game for a while, but it's awesome to be around such high-level players and have the access to data and kind of the freedom to build our own stuff. And these guys coming up to us, I mean, a lot of these guys are impact Division I baseball players, and to have them asking you, your thoughts and relaying kind of a game plan or approach is awesome.
Parker Jr. rips one up the middle. RBI knock. Robles comes in to score. Crawdads take the lead back 5-4. Bottom of the fifth. No one out.
Yeah,
Well hit.
that's just what he does. He just hits the crap out of the ball. I'd say he's probably one of the hardest hitting players on the team. His batted ball data is excellent. He just very high exit velocities, very consistent, very good quality of contact.
96-mile-an-hour rip up the middle. 3 straight knocks for the Crawdads. But back to you guys. I mean, let's start with you, Matt, first. What do you really want to end up doing with your career? I mean, maybe it might not even be this data analytics stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been so interested in pitching as a whole, from the throwing side, the mechanics, I had Tommy John surgery myself, the rehab, and how the data and math and statistics all intertwines. So something in pitching development, I think, is where I see myself long term, whether that's, a minor league director of pitching or, an on-field coach, whatever it is, I think is definitely what I would want to pursue.
Cam Taylor hit by a pitch, so the bases are loaded, still no one out. And Boston, to you, what are you looking to get out of this sort of a launching pad, perhaps, with the Crawdads, maybe?
Definitely more a analysis, statistics-based career, majoring in data science. Similarly to Matthew, I like the statistics side, and definitely less of the more on-brand player development, pitching, mechanics side, a lot more of the quantitative analysis, but similar career paths, and a lot of that has been, the foundation of that has been built this summer of really understanding what I want to do.
So we're going to get a pitching change for the Menlo Park Legends. Christian Duarte is out, but we're going to keep it right here, gentlemen, while we figure out who exactly the pitcher is here now in the bottom of the fifth. Bases loaded, 0 outs, following Cam Taylor's hit by pitch. Looking through our roster, trying to get a number on who exactly the ball player into the game is. Three. I think that's going to end up being Rohan Agrawal, who the Crawdads saw a couple of games ago. He made a start against Walnut Creek, his first with the Menlo Park Legends a few weeks ago, Agrawal. It's officially listed as number 99 on the Legends roster, but wore 3 last time he was out. Rohan Agrawal, rising junior at St. Peter's University, season 11.37 ERA and 6 1/3 pitched. 3 appearances, 2 of those are starts. And certainly not going to have an easy time with Sutter Moss and Barrett Ronson due up for Walnut Creek. Agrawal, Los Gatos guy, 5'10", 180 pounds. Immediately, when you guys look at him throw, what are some of the things that stand out?
Right, you can see kind of the cross-body delivery. His front foot, the left leg is in front of where his right leg is on the mound, and he kind of coils in a reverse way, and so that's going to make his arsenal play kind of more east-west. You see the breaking ball right there with some good horizontal movement. I remember the Crawdads have faced him a few times and hit him pretty well. Should be interesting to see Sutter Moss here with some runners on base, and hopefully he can capitalize.
Crawdads looking to add to the total. Get some runs in. They lead by 1 right now after KPJ hit an RBI single up in the middle. And Agrawal is going to try to quiet the rest of this Crawdad order down. Tall task. Here's Sutter Moss. Big swinging left-hander. 3 bombs on the season. Moss already 1 for 2 today. Hit a single in the second, but was later stranded. Or Drew Longacre grounded out with 2 down already. Agrawal, first base side of the rubber. First pitch to Moss. Fastball top of the zone for a strike.
Yeah, I think Sutter's due for a long drive here. I would honestly use my yard card in this scenario.
Love it. 0-1. Lays off. Change up outside.
Sutter has very impressive raw power. I think back to the Sonoma game where he had 5 balls, he hit over 85 miles an hour. It was a few well over 100, and he has the ability, especially to pair that exit velocity with doing it in the air to the pull side, which gives him, the home run power that we've seen at Delta and we've seen here this summer.
He's currently a JUCO guy. I mean, what do you guys think the potential is for Sutter Moss?
I think there's definitely a foundation of strength. I mean, you walk by the guy, he's just a big dude, takes very violent swings, definitely gets his A swing off well. I think there's a lot to build off of for him as a power hitter.
And especially what we've seen here this summer, he's only 8 months off Tommy John surgery in his right elbow, his throwing elbow. He plays a supposedly very strong center field. We've only seen him DH this summer. And so just the more time he can get, coming back from that injury, we should see him continue to improve.
2-2 changeup, Moss out in front, waving a miss. First strikeout for Agarwal today. One out in the bottom of the fifth. Bases loaded still for Ronson, but I mean, Sutter Moss, still not seeing him at 100% considering the arm injury, but talent is all there.
You talk about exit velocities, Barrett Ronson's right up there with him.
103-mile-an-hour ground out in his last at-bat.
That's what I was about to say. Whiffs on off-speed pitch there. So nothing in one. Ronson will start his at-bat. Also 1 for 2 with a single. But it felt like we shouldn't have had to wait so long for Barrett Ronson's first home run as a Crawdad. Came just 2 days ago on Friday, but I mean, we see the batting practice swings, and they're just bombs.
Yeah, I think he's got definitely a bit of a downward bat path, so Vladimir Guerrero Jr.-esque with very strong bat speed and a downward bat path, a lot of low backspin line drives. I think I see a lot of that in his batting practice, but if he just gets under the tiniest bit, definitely has the capability to go with the raw backspin and exit velocities that he generates.
And even the Seagulls home run, the first one in San Francisco, that was right on a line. I mean, a rocket to left field.
0-1. Outside for a ball. Pardon me, 0-2. Should be 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yep. Home plate umpires got it right. Our scoreboard here at Monte Vista, a little bit behind. Big swing in Ronson, committed to UC Irvine earlier this summer. 1-2. Not close. What do you think has been the most valuable piece of information you guys have been able to learn or pick up this summer?
I think for me, it's definitely we made a bit of like a website, like a Baseball Savant-esque website or dashboard to keep track of all the data for the players and be able to generate scouting reports easier and show player cards easier and stuff like that.
Ground ball over to short. Kelly out of his glove. Ronson safe at first, and now Kevin Parker Jr. into third. In time, they will get technically the leading runner, but 1 run comes across. 6-4, Walnut Creek on top, 2 down. Runners at first and second. Gotta give that, it's gotta be an error, right? Yeah. E6 allows Ronson to reach.
Yeah, creating the dashboard is something also be able to connect with the players and me, Charlie, and Matthew all working together, being able to share the script and make changes that we want to make and be able to ask each other questions and make comments about it and really collaborating on a level to make something like that.
Longacre fouls the first pitch off. Matt, what about you? What do you think has been the most interesting or impactful piece of information you've gotten to learn?
It's hard to pinpoint one specific thing, but I point back to just the experience in general. I mean, you look at our intern staff, Charlie Lewis, who's our third data analyst from Oregon. He does data and video for them and has a lot of valuable wealth of knowledge. And, you look at the guys like Jeremy and Weston coming up to us right now, high level.
And under the glove of Kelly, in comes Cam Taylor to score. Another E6. The Crawdads a 7-4 lead. Pardon me, Matt. Please continue with that thought.
But you have these, high-level Division I players. Weston rearing back for 94 about 5 times in the top of this inning. So it's awesome to get to work with them, get to hear their feedback and how they kind of process the information. So, like I said, just the experience in general, you learn so much.
Longacre able to get it done. Now Lucas Carlisle comes up for Walnut Creek. 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out. Runners on the corners, 2 down. First pitch from Agarwal, high and tight. Carlisle has to look out. So he's up 1-0 in this count. 3 runs this inning for Walnut Creek. Duarte struggled, allowed 3 straight singles, then a hit by pitch, strikeout, and 2 straight E6s have the Crawdads where they're at right now. 1-0 from Agarwal. Longacre's going to try a steal. The throw from behind the dish. Madrigal way offline. Hits Longacre. Now gets into the outfield. He'll go over to third. Ronson comes in to score on the E2. stolen base plus an E2. The Crawdads lead 8-4, bottom of the 5th.
That might be the best I've seen Drew move all season. He was getting down there to second. I think he definitely played a part in that errant throw.
I mean, that's a play we haven't seen a whole lot of this season. Not specifically the E2 part where a run comes in. The pitch to Carlisle. Right there for a strike. Count 1-1. 2 balls and 1 strike, pardon me. The thing about Carlisle we always talk about, guys, is the defense, but the 2-1 is fisted in the air, shallow right field. Over is Fendel. He makes the grab. I wanted to talk a little bit about the bat, but Carlisle out there. Final thoughts, guys, on your first inning on the broadcast.
Yeah, it was fun. Thanks for having us up here. And I definitely agree on Lucas Carlisle. If you look at some of the hitting data in terms of how hard he hits the ball, it doesn't swing and miss, stays in the strike zone. It's very impressive.
Yeah, excellent approach to go along with excellent defense. I think he's going to go a long way.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys, for joining the cast, and we'll take a break here on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network. Top of the 6th inning, the Crawdads ahead by 4 over the Menlo Park Legends. And along my side, Jeremy Jones and Weston Thornberry, a pair of right-handed pitchers for the Walnut Creek Crawdads. Weston, you just went 1-2-3 in the top of the 5th against these Legends. 2 strikeouts, 5 pitches at over 94 miles an hour. Dude, how'd that feel?
Yeah, wow, it's kind of weird hearing my voice. Yeah, it felt really good, you know. Trying to get as dialed in as possible before playoffs, and I think that outing kind of showed how ready that we are as a team. You know.
And Jeremy, coming in, you had a fantastic start on Friday. I mean, one of now 7 starts for you where you've gone 4 innings and just completely shut down the opposing team. How do you guys both feel heading into the playoffs right now?
I feel like we're in a good spot. Yeah, we're just looking forward to playoffs. I think we're playing good baseball on all facets of the game, so just excited for it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It is weird hearing your voice.
Yeah, right.
It's definitely an adjustment to get used to. Sam Johnston on for Walnut Creek, the young rising redshirt freshman at Cal. First pitch, fastball outside. I mean, talk about fun teammates. Sam Johnston's got to be one of the most energetic guys in the dugout, right?
Oh yeah, him and Jacob Coburn there.
That's a duo.
Yeah, they're a good pitch.
Inside fastball for a strike.
Yeah, he's energetic. I got a buddy over at Berkeley too, and he says he's just as energetic over there, so that's great to hear.
1-1 to Isaac Fendel. Johnston kicks and fires. There's the curveball for a strike. Really just a 2-pitch guy, Johnston is, but when you only have a pair of pitches like that, what do you have to do to make sure that they're both successful?
It's really just being able to locate on all sides of the plate, especially the fastball. You can have one fastball, but if you can locate at different sides of the plate, up and down, it kind of makes it into different pitches, and then it makes your one off-speed off of it work even better. So that's kind of the thought process for me.
2-2 curveball fouled back. It's been a really fun season. Crawdads clinched first place last night. I mean, do you guys have any favorite memories that really stand out in terms of 2026?
Ooh, favorite memories. Honestly, I think winning it. No, sorry.
There's a line drive into the left side of the infield. Base knock. Fendel on for the first time today. Go ahead, Wes.
I'm gonna say favorite memory was, I think maybe maybe 2.5, 3 weeks ago, we were out playing in Sonoma, and we had the whole bullpen doing like a little Yankee-style roll call while I was pitching. I thought that was pretty hilarious. And
Who's the mastermind behind that?
Ooh,
Zirkle.
that's a Zirkle or Cody Perry thing for sure.
That makes sense.
That's got to be one of them. That's a vet move for sure.
Runner at first. Here's Paul Wagner from the right side. Breaking ball just misses top of the zone. Longacre thought about a pick to first. He won't go. Crawdads undefeated against the Legends this season. Does it feel like sort of a dominant rivalry for the two of you guys when you get to play them?
Yeah, kind of. Especially with the CCL, like you play a lot of these teams multiple times in the year, so you kind of know what to expect. You can game plan off them really well, and especially when your guys are rolling, it just feels like another day in the park. So,
Jeremy, for you, I mean, all the way out from Arizona coming into California to play summer ball, what went into the decision to come out and play for the Crawdads?
yeah, I played in the Northwoods last year in Wisconsin, so in the Midwest. I played baseball at Ball State in Indiana, so that's the Midwest too. Kind of just wanted to get out here and get some sun. I love the West Coast. My girlfriend lives near here, so kind of it was an easy decision. And I know the Crawdads are good. I know the league's good, so I wanted to play good ball and be in the good sun.
Oh boy, here's some geese in center field.
Yeah.
Got to be annoying. 1-2, fastball away. And Weston, on the other side, you're a San Diego guy at heart, but you play over at Fresno State, so not too all far from here in Walnut Creek. What's the summer been like for you in terms of an off the field perspective?
You know, I've never really been in NorCal before. This is my first time, and I honestly love it. I exceeded all my expectations that I had about the area. My roommates from Fresno State actually live around here, so I've got to hang out with them a little bit. And the weather's been beautiful. I mean, the little hot days aren't too bad. It's kind of reminds me a little bit of Carlsbad, where I'm from, so can't complain.
Johnson, 3-2 count. The pitch to Wagner out of the stretch. Lifted in the air, foul. I'll do it again. Fendel still over at first. And Weston, you get to play with your brother out at Fresno State. So that got to be a fun experience, right?
Yeah, he actually just he just committed to Utah, but last year was super fun, you know. Getting to play with him was just such a blessing. I think we both enjoyed it a ton, and it was just cool getting to see him and me pitch. It was just great.
3-2 again.
Nice
Curveball,
pitch.
tap foul. Good pitch from Sam Johnson. Let's check the TrackMan data real quick.
Nice curveball.
Yeah, really nice. At 78 miles an hour, top of the zone. That'll play. Jeremy, what were some of the goals that you had entering this summer?
Really just have fun. That's the best thing about baseball. You can get a little nitpicky once you get in the season. Tensions are high, especially at Ball State this year. We didn't have the year we expected, and many of us just didn't get to the points where we wanted to be. So kind of just wanted to come out here, clean slate. I know I'm always going to work hard, but just have some fun, you know. Remember, baseball is a game I enjoy, a game I have a lot of passion for ever since I was a little kid, and that's why I play it. So that was kind of the mindset coming in, and just trying to do me. So
Works a walk, and Jeff Robertshaw going to have a chat with Sam Johnson real quick. Jeremy, do you feel like you were able to reach those goals, having fun this summer?
yeah, I've had a lot of fun this summer. I know these guys in the dugout always have me laughing and everything. So, and it's a lot of hardworking teammates out here, a lot of hardworking pitchers and position players, all the same. So we get after it, but we definitely have our fun out here. So.
Wes, kind of same question to you. What were the goals you had entering this summer that you wanted to make sure you accomplished?
You know, my goals coming out here for the summer was, I guess, ultimately to just get better. I had some like mechanical things I wanted to clean up, but not only get better, but make people around me better. I mean, a lot of guys that I can learn from, and I think that there's ways that I can teach them, and I think that I've done a good job of that so far, and I've learned a ton from my teammates, which is it's ultimately a pretty successful summer so far, but it's not over.
It's awesome to hear. What's it like working with Coach Jeff Robertshaw as an assistant pitching coach?
Oh, he's great. You know, he's a great personality to have down in the bullpen, as well as I like his philosophy on baseball, that to just enjoy every moment of it, and it's just a game, and there's going to be up and downs. So, big fan of that.
So Riley Winchell over at first base, Elijah Ramos at third, couple of defensive subs. First pitch, Nick Madrigal runs inside. Thought it might have hit him for a sec, but it did not. It's the ball. You guys are Sam Johnson right now. What are you thinking about? What are you trying to do to get out of this little jam?
Just attack them, go right at them with the fastball, play that curveball off when they're off there, just like that. I like that. Try to tunnel some pitches, but most importantly, you can get an easy double play ball here pretty much any base, so just let them hit it.
Curveball got the wave and miss there. 1-1 to Madrigal. Johnson comes in out of the stretch. Fastball fouled straight back. So he's ahead 1-2. If you guys had to pick, I'll give you two favorite teammates this summer, who would you say?
No bias here. Mine would be Wes and Sandra, I think. I'm around them the most pretty much all summer, so they always have me laughing.
More geese, and we're going to get a timeout.
But there's a lot of guys that could go up in that list.
Wes, what about you?
Yeah, I'm going to have to say definitely Jeremy. I think that we've done a ton of our work, arm care, all that stuff together, so I think that he's there. And then,
High and tight, look out.
And then I'm going to have to go with Carlos. Me and him been fishing a ton, a lot of bass fishing. We've actually been pretty successful, I'm not going to lie. I'd probably just jinx myself. I'm never going to catch a fish ever again. But definitely, yeah, me and Carlos, he's good friends with my roommate, Mikey Boyd, up at Fresno. And then
ground ball to third. Ramos has it. On to second for one. The throw to first in time. 5-4-3 double play. 2 outs for the Crawdads defensively now. That's exactly what you were talking about, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Ground ball double play.
Yeah. I mean, we just got such a good infield that you pitch the contact, good things are going to happen.
Fortunate enough to have Ramos on the broadcast earlier today, and that's kind of what we talked about, how it's almost like you've got 3 shortstops playing second through third, and then a fantastic first baseman in either Winchell, Ronson, or Cam Taylor. So as a pitcher, I'm sure it helps out a lot.
Oh, yeah, it's amazing. I mean, even our outfield, too, I don't think that they get as much credit as the infield, but, I mean, they make some insane catches and throws. Like, I forgot who threw someone out at home yesterday. Like, that was just an amazing relay. And
that's happened a lot this year, too.
Yeah, it was Coupland to Carlisle, and they got the Carlson out at home plate.
Yeah, I mean,
that was impressive.
Our whole defense is a ton of studs, even the catchers, too. Like, they're brick walls back there.
0-1 to Aikawa. Fastball high. Heading into the fall, what are you guys most excited for?
Just get back to work, get back on campus. At Ball State this year, we have a lot of new guys, so I'm excited to get those guys in on campus and kind of revive that culture, that winning culture that we have, and just get after it. Have the season we wanted to last year, and just do some big things this year.
Yeah, I'm probably most excited for just meeting the new team. We got a lot of new faces coming in, and I think that's going to be pretty fun. Knowing coming in last year in the fall, we had yet again a ton of new guys, and towards the end of the year, they became my best friends and my brothers, and so I'm just excited to build that whole new bond with a ton of new guys.
1-2 curveball in the dirt, but Longacre's on top of it. Another flock of geese out in left field now. The entire outfield pretty much covered in geese. I'm sure the Crawdad outfield not very happy about that right now.
I mean, I think it was Ryan Ellis. I saw him trying to catch one, so I think at that point it's just kind of funny.
I mean, this is a game where first place is locked up, still trying to get the win, obviously, and everybody's trying to better themselves, but ultimately can't sweat the little things like the geese.
Yeah, no, at that point it's just funny.
Another flock in. 3-2 to Aikawa. Fouled away way high over the first base dugout. Seen a couple fastballs here from Johnston. At one point, do you guys think it's time to break off the curveball?
I think right there, that high fastball right there, that dude definitely wanted it, so I think you can break that off at the bottom of part of the zone and probably get him to swing and miss over it.
Yeah.
Johnston, 3-2.
Or
fastball top of the zone, just missed. It's a good pitcher's pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you're a hitter, I mean, top of the zone heater, that's a tough pitch to take. Give kudos to that guy, but
Aikawa works a long full count walk. An impressive way to do it. Runners on the corners with 2 down. Mason Griffin from the left side.
Sam's got a bit of a curveball like Jeremy's, I'd say. He's kind of straight 12-6. It's a banger.
See if he goes to it here. First pitch. Fastball upstairs. Weston, do you see any similarities between yourself and Jeremy? I mean, obviously talking about how that curveball for Sam and Jeremy is similar, but what about yourself?
Yeah, I do. I think that the reason we get along so well is we have a ton of similarities. You know, we're both hard workers. At the end of the day, we have the same goal to just get better and make each other better. I think that that's a huge what's the word I'm trying to find? That's a huge quality in like a friendship, trying to make each other better. And I think that we both have that quality in each other, and we just got the same goal to get better. And yeah,
100%.
I mean, besides arm care and days at the field, have you guys done anything separately to hang out with each other?
It's kind of hard. I live in Burlingame, so it's like an hour and some minutes away. So I'm really not up here too much. So most of our time is just at the field. But yeah. If I was down here, definitely.
Yeah, but having those off days and just resting, watching a movie, kind of staying in bed as much as possible, that's pretty. Oh, sounds so nice.
2-1 to Griffin's outside, and I would agree. A movie sounds pretty nice. Just a chill day. It's been a long summer. Fun one, though.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys would agree.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I just started watching the Patrick Bateman. No, it's not Patrick Bateman. Christian Bale Batman movies.
Oh, great set.
Yeah.
Great set of films. Johnson battling back. It's a full count now. Speaking of movies, I mean, all-time favorite movie from both of you guys?
All-time favorite movie.
Is the Avatar the one with the blue people?
Yeah.
I like that one.
Okay.
I think I like all those.
Jeremy Jones, Avatar
Are you
fan.
thinking of Smurfs, maybe, or no?
No, not
Oh,
Smurfs.
okay.
I didn't watch the third one.
All-time favorite?
I don't know if that's my all-time favorite, but I like those movies.
That's tough. I mean, I watched some pretty random movies with my roommates, and I don't even know the names of them, but I saw this one. I don't even know what like, so funny. Some of these movies, I don't even know where I'm going with this.
Division 3.
Yeah, Division 3. Yeah, I don't have a favorite movie, honestly, but what about you? What's your favorite movie?
Ooh, appreciate the question, Wes. I'm a big Star Wars guy.
Star Wars,
yeah, that's kind of my jam. Some sci-fi fantasy stuff. You go with like TV shows. I've been watching a lot of Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon recently.
Nice.
Do get a pitching change. Ryan Delaney, the most veteran Crawdad pitcher ever to take the hill in relief of Sam Johnson here. Bases loaded, 2 outs, and now Ryan Ellis chasing the geese out in left field. That's a sight for sore eyes. And Plastic's gonna get in on it too. Trying to get him out of here. Gotta be careful. Those geese they'll bite at you.
They don't mess around.
Wow.
Yeah, we got the infielders getting in on it too.
Wow. They're just trying to clear the geese right now as Delaney gets warm. This is something I've never seen here with the Crawdads, and I've seen quite a bit. What's it like getting to work with Delaney?
Oh, I mean, he's such a great dude. I mean, since the first time he was on the field, you know, he just kind of established how good of a teammate he is, you know. He's just such a veteran, too. He has a veteran mentality. He's just a pitcher at the end of the day. He knows how to pitch guys, you know. Yeah, I think, he probably more of an off-speed guy. So just a casual thumber lefty going up there, and I think, yeah, such a great guy.
Ryan Delaney getting some warm-up pitches in. Ryder Kelly due up for the Menlo Park Legends. Gosh, I had something I wanted to say, and now I completely forget what it is.
Runner's trying to get the geese out there.
Wow.
It's on base.
Yeah.
So many geese in the outfield today on this fine Sunday contest.
A bit of a Halloween music going on right now.
Certainly a time for Halloween music, I guess.
Yeah.
In the end of July. But why not? Why not? You guys ready to go for the playoffs? You excited?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, from what I've heard, Jeremy, it looks like you might get the go on Wednesday.
Yeah, I think that's the plan. But I think everybody's hot, so we'll have all hands on deck, ready to go. So it'll be a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys particularly care if it's Sonoma or San Luis Obispo you guys get to play?
I mean, personally,
I'd like the Blues.
yeah, I would want the Blues too. I think that it's our time to beat them.
Okay, some get back. I like
At the end
that.
of the day, it's just another team, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'd like to play the Blues.
Yeah.
First pitch from Delaney is inside. 1 ball, no strikes. The Blues notably 4-0 against the Crawdads this summer. Last time it was a 1-0 loss right here at Monte Vista. It was so close. Pitching staff really turned it up.
Yeah.
Kept them quiet. 1-0, soft ground ball to third. Ramos has it, take it to the bag himself, and the Crawdads get out of the jam. 2 pitches from Ryan Delaney will do it. We'll take a break here on the Crawdads Streaming Network. When we come back, bottom of the 6th, still Jeremy Jones and Weston Thornberry joining us on the broadcast. So, in the middle of the 6th inning, some dogs from the fans out on the field to chase all the geese away. They are gone, and as Rohan Agarwal is getting warmed up, it's been a little bit of a snowball fight, as you called it, Weston Thornberry. A couple of pitches sailing, some throws back to the mound, sailing a little bit, but Crawdads coming back up to bat, guys. And what's been the most fun part about the season for each of you?
Honestly, most fun part's got to be being in the dugout or the bullpen when, vibe's been pretty high the whole season. We had a 13 game winning streak.
13, yep.
13 game winning streak, the dugout.
Yeah, I'd say the win streak too. That was a fun period of the season. And also just being out there and throwing well and having good games. It's nice to win ball. So I know even like last summer we didn't really win that much where I was at. So it's fun to be on a winning team always. So it's fun to win.
Crawdads back up to bat. Pulasic, Ramos, and Ellis. First pitch, Pulasic up the middle, base hit. His first of the day, 1 for 4. Pulasic started a little bit colder Walnut Creek, but I mean, how have you guys seen him kind of advance his approach at the plate in the last month or so?
It just looks like for him, he just got a little more settled in. Had a long season out in University of Irvine. I think their school ends late too. I think they do.
Yeah, quarter system.
Yeah, they do a quarter system. So I think for him, it was probably just kind of getting back into the swing of things. Wasn't getting at bats. Season ended a little early for them. So probably just once he saw those few at bats, it was go time for him.
Certainly turned it up of late. Pulasic was an all-star selection for Walnut Creek this season, as was Jeremy Jones. Another ground ball up the middle. Ramos, a base hit.
Yeah.
Pardon me, still Robles in the game. Elijah Ramos has not taken over yet. He was scheduled to do so, but Aiden Robles. 3rd hit of the day, all singles. Pardon me on that one, folks. Anyways, here comes Ellis. But Jeremy, what was that all-star game experience like for you?
It was awesome. I think there was around 8,000 people there, so it's always fun to throw in front of a crowd. They really pulled out all the stops for us. Fans were into it. All the teams were into it. Of course, we wish we had a better score, a little bit more competitive, but all the Crawdad boys threw well, played well, so it was a fun experience, definitely.
Ellis takes inside. Another one of the all-stars for Walnut Creek this season, 8 of them. And fortunately, for the North, it was a loss, but like you mentioned, Jeremy, Crawdads pitched well. They played well. Makes sense. This has been a great team all season long. Ellis, who has officially had his number retired today, 1-1. I mean, as a player in the dugout, from your perspective, guys, what was that ceremony like, watching Ellis get his number retired?
It was pretty cool. I've never seen something like it in like a summer
It's a
ball.
drive, deep left field. In comes Wagner, just makes the grab. Plastic feigns the tag. Now he has to head back to second. Gave it a ride. Thought it might have had a chance, but indeed not. But anyways, Jeremy.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like it in summer ball. I'm definitely in school, but it just shows how much of a family we are, and how much people buy in, how much coach does for us, and just community steps up for this team. So it was really cool to see them honor him that way, and yeah, it was pretty nice. It was good.
Kevin Parker Jr. up, 1 out, 2 on. Talk about manager Brent Cummings. What are your guys' favorite part about playing for him? Such an intense guy.
You know, I just love how he runs the program. I think he runs such a good program, just the things that he stands for and preaches. I think that it's just so.
Ground ball to third, over to second. Parker Jr. safe on the fielder's choice. Evan McGee tried with the stretch, but they only get Robles for the second out.
Like I was saying, I just love how he runs his program, especially with summer ball too. It's a gamble. You don't know how your coaches are going to be, but I think our whole team can say how fortunate we are that he's just such a great guy and manager.
Yeah, and he just tells it straight. He's a very honest guy, and it's nice to have that, especially when a lot of people can blow smoke in 3 years. So it's definitely great to have him as the leader of this team, and like he said, he runs it very well. So
Cam Taylor coming up, 2 outs, runners on the corners. And Brent Cummings yet to get a CCL championship with the Walnut Creek Crawdads. He does have 2 with the now defunct Neptune Beach Pearl back in the early and mid 2010s. But since taking over for the Crawdad program back in 2021, it's gotten close. 2024, the closest the Crawdads have been to a chip. They lost to Conejo that season in 2 games. All of a sudden, 2026, a chance for the Crawdads to make a run. First pitch to Taylor outside. And Kevin Parker Jr., his 20th steal of the season, no throw. That now ties a single season record in which Ryan Ellis and Joey Donnelly, a pair of legendary Crawdads, hold on. 20 stolen bags in a single year. One more for KJ. He'd take the sole possession of that record. 2-0 to Taylor anyway.
And I bet if Danny wasn't over there at 30, he'd get that.
Probably would have a chance.
He'd go and get his 21st one, no doubt. But I'm going to ask you this. What's been your favorite moment so far, Crawdad season?
Gosh. Probably Winch's home run, the walk-off against Alameda, because I got to call that. It was unbelievable. 2-0, Taylor rips a line drive, right field, base hit. In comes Pulaski. Kevin Parker Jr., lots of speed, heading home. The throw from the outfield, not in time. 2 RBI single for Cam Taylor. 10-4, the Crawdads on top, bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, that Winchell home run, that was amazing. 2 outs, 2 strike count.
Yeah, Crawdads were down to their final strike in that game, and then boom, all of a sudden, you win. And now, for the first time in a week, Bryden Bull taking some at-bats. Been dealing with a shoulder bug. Now we'll pinch hit for Sutter Moss here in the 6th. The Big Bopper leads the Crawdads in homers. 5 on the season, which ties him for the league second place spot. First pitch to the lefty, wave and a miss. What's it like playing with a guy like Bryden who can just supply so much power at any time and also is really good in center field, gives you guys probably a little bit of cushion as an outfielder when you're on the mound?
100%. We always talk about him in the outfield. It looks like he just glides out there. Ball could look like it's going to get down, but he just somehow gets there and catches it. So it's awesome as a
drive out to left field. Wagner diving effort and just makes the catch. Wow. Please continue that thought, Jeremy.
It's just awesome as a pitcher, especially we've been talking about the whole time, defense and just having those players behind you that you know they're going to make plays and get to balls. It's awesome to have them on the team.
So that will end the inning, and Jeremy Jones, Weston Thornberry, thank you guys so much for taking the time to join us here on the broadcast. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and if my family's watching, shout out you guys.
Shout out
the Thornberries and the Joneses. Thank you guys. We'll take a break here on the Crawdad Streaming Network, and we'll be back for the top of the 7th. Welcome inside the broadcast booth for the top of the ninth. Defensive changes for Walnut Creek. Brandon Clisby out in left field to take over from Mr. Crawdad Ryan Ellis, who got his jersey retired. Elijah Ramos moving to second base, takes over for Lucas Carlisle. And on the broadcast, Alexa Malinowski and Audrey Schreiner for the Walnut Creek Crawdads, two of our awesome marketing interns. Ladies, welcome to the booth for the first time this season.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank
Very
you.
welcome. I mean, what a summer it's been. What's been the most awesome experience for both of you guys this season?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think both of us came in not exactly knowing what to expect with everything, and we were very happily surprised as to, of course, our intern family has only grown from the beginning, and getting to know all the players and just watching them play and being a part of our good successful season. So just helping out with social media as well as our preseason outreach efforts with our sponsorships and partnerships. So that was super rewarding.
Yeah, just a quick moment of gratitude. I mean, we would not have any of our sponsors here on this show without the two of you working tirelessly at the beginning of the season before we even got here into Danville for any of that to actually happen. So a huge shout out to the two of you.
Thank you.
2-2 to Duron, or 1-2. It's outside. Makes it 2-2. And apart from Ryan Ellis, favorite players on this team for you guys? Let's get right to it.
I think, well, Clisby's always in the front of the dugout, so we always have conversations with him. Also, Bryden Bull has talked to us a lot about his BJ's, Pazookies that he likes to get. So we bonded on that.
Shout out Bryden Bull and his BJs. 2-2 count to Duron. Delaney, the big lefty, kicks and fires. Chopped on the ground foul. So Duron, certainly a battle, and Crawdads in the driver's seat. 27 wins this season, only 10 losses. I mean, you guys mostly at home games, but you've been to a couple of road games, especially last night. First time to Sonoma for you, Audrey. What was that like?
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. I mean, I always hear about, Sonoma being the most kind of electric games in terms of energy, and the guys really do get fired up, especially being, wanting to keep that record going good, even away. Home games have really great energy for the dads, but I think being away and having that energy of the Stomper Stadium really gets them going as well. So it was super cool to see, be a part of, and then just really be able to be in that dugout with them and kind of support them through that win.
3-2 from Delaney. Ripped on a line up the middle, base hit. Legends trying to get something going, trailing by 6. Alexa, for you, what's been the most interesting experience you had so far this summer?
Well, if I'm being honest, coming into this, I didn't really know too much about baseball. So I think that just coming here and just learning and experiencing like collegiate league for the first time was really interesting for me. But just overall, it's just been super fun and a great bonding experience with people our age.
What are you guys looking to do after you're done with this Crawdad internship?
Well, I've kind of always known that I wanted to do something in sports, and I think this was a great time for me to kind of put my feet in the water and see how I work in a sports environment, and I think the dads were a perfect opportunity for me. So I think I'm definitely going to continue to pursue marketing and sales in sports, whether that's collegiate, professionally, or maybe even another summer ball team. So this has definitely been a great experience for that.
I'm so glad to hear that. Alexa, and you?
I would definitely want to maybe pursue something in sports. I liked the marketing aspect of the sports industry, so that would be something I'd like to pursue. If not sports, just marketing in general.
Deep double there from Joey DeMelio, cracked into the left center gap. Second and third, no one out. Delaney now will face another lefty, Casey Levin McGee, but I mean, very talented marketing interns that, again, we're so blessed to have here for the Crawdads. I mean, guys, you have to understand just how hectic it was last season with literally 5 interns. Me, Casey Kaslin, our other broadcaster, Ethan Ignatowski, shout out to him, Anakin Lesaventa Boyd ran socials. That was about it. Oh, Aiden Donaville was our data guy, and it was just us, and it was kind of a quiet show, but the difference year over year in the intern experience is my favorite part about this season, I have to say.
And big shout out to Austin, Oda, and Charlie Limoncelli because we could not have done our marketing jobs without them. A big part of our work was definitely preseason, and I think sometimes it's not as evident as game time operations, and I think definitely want to highlight on that. And our management kind of staff to just help us out and get us to where we kind of got to by the end of the season with our sponsors and our marketing goals. So definitely a team goal, and I think we executed it very well.
I'm glad. I mean, it's certainly worked out for the best, I have to say. This has been quite the season.
Yes, it has.
Speaking of fun, I mean, this has been a really fun intern crew. I mean, what are some of the most interesting, I don't know, moments or conversations that you guys have been able to have with your fellow interns this year?
I would say like before, like pre-game lunches. I feel like those are just really fun. And we're just all really silly and goofy together. So, yeah, it's just been a great experience with everyone.
Ryan Delaney punches out Casey Levitt McGee, the former Crawdad, on 4 pitches. Just an 81-mile-an-hour slider, outer third. Look out. Anyways, Audrey.
Can I share one? Okay,
Yeah,
I have
go
a
for
good
it,
one. We actually were able to play 2 intern softball games.
Great
and
shout.
that was really cool to kind of be able to, like, I guess, kind of be on the other side of it. And some of the players were nice enough to help us and coach us through our intern games. So that was really fun. It was just a great way to bond and kind of on and off the field keep that connection and that relationship so that, you know, we're able to do our work better and work as a team. So that was definitely my favorite moment.
Yeah, I agree. Unfortunately, our team lost though.
Yeah, we didn't quite win, but hey, won in our hearts.
In fairness, Alexa, you were supposed to be on our team, which did win both games when the original draft was happening, but due to some scheduling conflicts, you ended up on the other team for the only game you were able to make.
You know what? We had the personality. So.
True. It was so much fun regardless of the outcome. That we all won because we had fun. And that's what this guy, Noah Zirkle, would say coming into the game. One of the team captains for intern softball.
Yep.
He coached the winning team. I just have to put it out there.
All right.
Big Zirk. I mean, you go to Ryan Delaney and then Noah Zirkle, the 2 guys who have the most career appearances by any 2 Crawdad pitchers here in the last game of 2026. It's kind of fitting.
I agree. I think it's been a good veteran kind of game, highlighting on Ellis, and then obviously Delaney and Zirkle coming in at the end. So
let's have a chat a little bit about the Ellis thing. I mean, when did you guys eventually find out that we were doing something for Ryan today?
Well, me and Audrey were some of the first people to know.
I figured.
We were big in helping Austin Oda planning it. And we were told to keep it a secret from some of the other interns, which was
very hard.
Yeah. Because all of them were like, oh my God, what are we doing? Why are we wearing jerseys? And shout out Audrey for having great lies about what we were doing. But yeah, it was just great to collaborate with one another and honor Ryan.
Yeah, and I think this team has a really good sense of community because we came in, of course, this is our first summer, Alexa and I, and we don't know Ryan Ellis all that well, but you can just see when we came on the team the amount of support he has behind him, and that made it really easy to help out and kind of, you know, keep the good energy of, you know, his 4th season with the Crawdads. So Jersey retired. It was a great experience to be a part of.
Certainly been quite the season. Do you guys have a favorite play on the field that stands out that you were able to see while you were here?
I've seen a couple of diving catches in the outfield. I was an outfielder, so I have much appreciation for them. I understand, you know, the difficulty of reading the ball. Bryden Bull is a really fun player to watch in center. When he was out and about in center field, he talks about in the dugout being able to read the wind, being able to read the ball. So I think he's a really fun player to watch. So he's had a couple that I've definitely noted.
Alexa, what about you? Favorite moments you've seen on the field?
I would just say like all the home runs. I think that they're the most fun to film. Like everyone in the dugout is always super amped up and supportive. So that's just really fun to watch as people that are on social media, like working the socials as well. So
yeah.
1-1 count to Isaac Fendel, and I have to squeeze this in because Zirkle and Fendel were high school teammates back at St. Mary's College Prep in the Oakland Hills. 1-1, ripped down the line over towards third. Base knock scores 1. Now the second run, D'Amelio coming in. This is going to go for a double. And Fendel gets the best of his former teammate Zirkle. 2 RBI double. The Legends cut into the lead. 10-6. Walnut Creek still on top. Just happens. It's baseball.
It's a common phrase used here.
Well, you know. Summer baseball. It's just what happens. Paul Wagner up. 1 out. Runner at second. Roger, you played softball in high school like you mentioned. I mean, I don't know where I want to go with this, but what was that like? I mean, I never played sports in high school. I wasn't good at anything.
Yeah, softball. I played softball for a little over 13 years, so definitely in high school particularly, you start to get to that zone of, wanting to go to school for it, go to college for it. So it's definitely competitive, being on travel teams all my life, and honestly, that was one of the reasons that I definitely encouraged myself to pursue something in sports, is because I love that competitive environment, and this has been a great example of how I'm able to use my competitive nature and teamwork kind of skills to help us out, in an environment like this, and then also as a team member on our intern team. So I think it really did help me to where I am today with the dads, just being able to use what I had and what I know to kind of be back on the field again, and it's really nice. I missed it a lot. So.
Zirkle gets his first punch out there. Do you have any specific examples of how your time in softball has helped you at least this summer in some way or another?
I mean, definitely understanding the game. That baseball is very similar to softball, so I think I had kind of an edge with that. Being able to understand how the game works kind of did help with our social media, and also preseason when Alexa and I were really trying to emphasize on the importance of those sponsorships and partnerships with local businesses around the area, and kind of using that to be like, these players thrive on a community that shows up for them, a community that has support behind them. So having these partnerships was super important, and I know that from when I used to play. So like that definitely helped, and just overall knowing, the game keeps it super interesting for me during the games while I'm in the dugout or helping out behind home plate.
Fly ball to right field. Cam Taylor secures it. That will do it. Ladies, final thoughts for the Crawdad fans at home that you'd love to put out into the world before you go.
Go Crawdads, and congrats to Ryan Ellis on his jersey retirement.
Seriously, it's been a great summer. Thank you for having us, and thank you to the Crawdads for this opportunity.
Thank you guys for coming on. I'll see you guys after the game.
Thank you.
Bottom of the 7th, and ladies and gentlemen, we have an Arizona State Cronkite School booth here at Monte Vista High School. Jack Books, our producer, an ASU student, Alex Martinez to my right, an ASU student, and Alex Swift, another ASU student to my right. Gentlemen, welcome in. We're going to have a whole lot of fun in this inning. Riley Winchell, Drew Longacre, and Elijah Ramos due up for the Crawdads, leading 4 over the Menlo Park Legends, last game of the regular season. Guys, welcome in.
Yeah, man, it's great to be here. It's been a while.
Has been a while. Both of you were on the broadcast at one point earlier in this season when Chill fouls the first pitch off. And it was a whole lot of fun. I mean, Amar, we were just talking about how last time Bryden Bull was up when we were on the call, he had his first bomb of the season, and he made the last out, so we might not get to see him this inning, which would be kind of sad for us, but oh well, what are we going to do?
I did call that.
You absolutely were right. It was a breaking ball outside on a 2-0 count. You were like, if he gets a breaker the other way, or a breaker outside, he's going the other way, and you were exactly right, my friend.
I remember when I was in the booth last, Ryan Ellis was a man who hit a home run. You asked me, it was a 3-1 count. You said, do you even bother swing? And I said, most wouldn't, but for Mr. Crawdad, you might just. Then he hit a bomb the next pitch.
So a couple of lucky guys to have on in terms of when Crawdad players hit home runs. Here's Riley Winchell, who has 4 pumps this season for the Crawdads, second on the team, tied with Ellis, and behind Bryden. Winchell, first at bat today, taking over for Barrett Ronson at first. 1-2 is in the dirt. Colby Bonin, the new pitcher for Menlo Park, a right-hander. 6th appearance, 7.45 ERA, and 9 2/3 innings pitched. I mean, guys, what a season it's been, though. I mean, just from an intern perspective, some of your favorite memories off the top?
I mean, earlier today has got to be maybe number 1. I mean,
2-2 to Winchell, tap foul.
That was awesome. Like, seeing his number get retired, Mr. Crawdad, it was a matter of time.
It was well-deserved, absolutely.
That absolutely had me tearing up. But I will say, I mean, the man at the plate, Riley Winchell, had a walk-off home run earlier this season. That is something that I'm not sure when it will ever leave my mind. That was incredibly unforgettable.
Yeah. 2-2 in the dirt. Full count to Winch.
Yeah, a lot of walk-offs just in general this year. Just a ton. A lot of walk-off home runs.
Yeah. 3 walk-off home run? No, 2.
Just 2.
Yeah, 2. Winchell and, of course, Pullside Woody. How can we forget?
How could I forget that one?
You'd be lucky to see 1 normally, I feel like.
Yeah, and we got 2 this season. Plus, Peyton Rolls' walk-off double against Alameda the first time they played here.
Shout out Peyton Rolls, man.
Gone but not forgotten. He and Woody both.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Men we miss. I mean, I've been running the music today. And a thing that I decided to do was play a few songs of guys who have left the Crawdads this season. We haven't gotten through all of them.
Love that.
For many different reasons, but we've gotten to a good few of them.
Payoff to Winchell. He stays alive. Foul ball.
Peyton Rolls is one of them. We obviously miss the Dylan Scotts of the world, the TJ Woodsons of the world, the Dylan Perez's of the world.
Dylan Perez, good shout.
Shout out the Baylor guys.
Yeah. How about the Baylor to the Creek pipeline? That's now 2 straight years where there have been 2 Baylor Bears on the Crawdad roster. 3-2 to Winchell. Breaking ball outside. Called strike 3. Oh, come on now.
Ooh.
Oh, come on.
That's an interesting call.
That was very outside.
It's a CCL strike, mayhaps.
CCL strike for sure. I mean, what are you going to do? Winchell goes down looking, not happy about it, obviously. 1 down for Drew Longacre.
New music
all day today. Yes, and Swifty, tell us about how that kind of went down, how he picked a new walk-up song.
Well, it's happened more times than I can count this season. Before the game, someone will just come up to me and say, hey.
Longacre goes the other way, base hit, left center field. Right center field, what the heck. It's the last game of the year.
Left,
Same
right.
thing.
Put the letters up in the air.
All right, bro.
But yeah, they'll just come up to me before a game and say, hey, can I change my music? And then I just go on the app and it fixes itself. It's quite easy. It's a lot simpler than I thought it would be.
Speaking of walk-up songs, this is the best walk-up song.
Yeah, Elijah Ramos coming up to the dish. First time that he'll do that today, taking over for Lucas Carlisle. Crawdad leading RBIs with 22. Had him on the broadcast earlier. He's a fun interview. Just a really chill guy.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. To be honest, that doesn't surprise me.
Great guy to be around.
Not a loud guy at all, just quiet, goes about his business and gets it done. And had a 5-game hitting streak entering yesterday, broken, as he did not record a knock against the Stompers. 1-0. This time he'll go the other way for a base hit into right. Longacre has to stop at second. Looked like he might be turning around. Instead, shortens up the strides. First and second with 1 out. Top of the order due up for Pulaski. Here in the bottom of the 7th. Crawdads lead by 4.
I really thought Longacre was going for 3, and he pretty abrupt stop at second there.
Yeah, he stumbled a little bit.
Over the head of Isaac Fendel at second, who picked up an RBI double last inning against his former high school teammate.
Wow. Yeah, that's right, against Circle. I called that actually while Audrey and Alexa were on. Pulasic from the left side, 1 for 4 with a single. Also reached on an E6. First pitch from Bonin, inner third fastball.
Charlie, how's it been to have all the different guests on today?
My head's spinning, guys. That's how it's been. It's been really fun, but also my head is spinning. I mean, I went from the data guys, Matt in Boston, right into Weston Thornberry and Jeremy Jones for an inning. Just talking about my time on play-by-play. Here's a ground ball to second. Fendel collects, has the out at first. Both runners advance, though, so second and third with 2 outs for Aiden Robles.
Robles.
Yeah, he's been having a great game. 3 for 4, 3 singles.
I mean, he came into the Crawdads. He had to fill a big hole, and he's done a very good job at that.
Absolutely. I mean, replacing TJ Woodson, no easy task, and he's done it and then some, quite frankly. 3 for 4 his first game as a Crawdad. Homer, double, single.
Homer first at bat.
Yeah, he popped it. First pitch he sees, outer third fastball. Strike number 1 in this at bat.
You talk about memorable moments from the season. Something that's been in my mind is his home run.
Yeah.
That first at bat he has over the left field wall, that was unreal.
Bonin kicks and fires. Slow breaker in the opposite batter's box. 1-1.
Yeah,
Sure
he's
that's not a
also.
strike?
Oh,
Sorry about
Good
that.
it might
chirp,
have been,
good chirp.
honestly. No, I was gonna say Robles has also been a great guy in the dugout to have.
I mean, you guys get to see it every day pretty much when you're in the dugout. And I mean, favorite player to talk to? Gotta be
Sandro
hard to pick.
Martinez.
Yeah, I knew you would go with that.
Sandro.
If that, I'll let you call that one if you want.
1-1 outside, 2-1.
Sandro's certainly up there for me. It might be Brandon Clisby as my pick.
And he's on deck.
He is someone I'm excited to see. Hopefully we will see him hit this inning. Robles, what I heard from his brother, who's a coach on the team, is that he's had such a great time here, felt very welcomed.
It's good to hear. 2-1 to Robles. Fastball gets away from the catcher Madrigal. Longacre's going to hold at third, though.
Another guy also, Noah Zirkle.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
he's got to be the most friendly with all the interns, right?
Absolutely. I mean, he knows everyone's role, as we learned earlier today. Jack Brooks. He knew Jack Brooks' role. Not a lot of guys know that.
True.
Broadcast producer, by the way.
Even though he tells everybody as soon as he meets them.
Clisby called it broadcast manager, which we
That's
decided
that's
was
pretty
close
close,
enough.
man. I'd give it to Clisby, honestly.
Clisby knows us.
3-1. Robles takes, get me over fastball just above his knees.
I mean, everyone in the dugout has been a thrill to be around. Like, let's be so for real.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, you know it's with
100%.
It's been a great time. I mean, not a lot of time left, which is kind of crazy.
I know
but
it's kind of sad, but hey, at least the 3 of us get a whole other year of school.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, shout out Cronkite.
Yeah.
It's weird. You say a whole year as if that's not
2
a
semesters,
relatively
whatever.
short amount of time.
Okay, man.
For me, that's a short
I
amount.
mean, yeah, both of you guys get to graduate. I have to stick around another semester.
Believe that's your choice, Charlie.
It is. I'm just putting it out there. 3-2 breaking ball hit in the air, foul above first base, and well out of play now.
Last time I was here, a car got hit.
Yes, that's correct.
It almost hit one over there.
I know. I saw it. It got really close. That would have been. You might have had to keep me out of the broadcast booth like forever.
No.
I believe it was a family member of Clisby.
It was Grandma.
That's correct.
Car was hit.
Again, the 3-2 to Robles. Whiff on the breaking ball. Colby Bonin gets out of the bases loaded jam. Crawdads do not score any runs in the bottom of the 7th. And guys, a pretty quick inning, but final thoughts to the Crawdad faithful at home before you leave.
Make sure to come out Wednesday. It's going to be a great one.
That it will. Playoff
CCL
game on
North.
Wednesday.
Looking forward to it. Thanks for having me on, Charlie.
Of course, guys. Thanks for coming on.
Of course.
And we'll take a break here on the Crawdad Streaming Network, and we'll be back for the 8th. Top of the 8th, and the parade of special guests continue. Crawdads up 10-6 over the Menlo Park Legends. Edward Said is out of the bullpen to pitch for the Crawdads. He'll face Michael Aikawa, Mason Griffin, Ryder Kelly, the big right-hander Said, making his 6th appearance on the season. But we've got Maddie Lusher and Royce Dixon Child, two of our photographers here for the Walnut Creek Crawdads. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being on the show.
Yeah, thank you very much for having us,
Thank
Charlie.
you.
It's a
Of course.
pleasure to be here.
Royce, you want to do play-by-play in your career, am I correct?
Yeah, partially.
Okay, so get to come back in the broadcast booth, get some more reps a little bit, just back on the air. That's always something. And Maddie, it's your broadcast debut, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm excited. I'm a little nervous.
Don't be nervous. Just take some breaths. It's all fun and games. I mean, last game of the season, regular season, there's still the playoffs, but we're just having fun here. That's all there is to it. Standout moments from each of you guys this season. I mean, you've been covering every single moment pretty much for this Crawdad team.
Standout moments for me, one that really speaks to me is the, I believe it was 13-game win streak for the Crawdads. You know, that was a moment that kind of really, after I think it was a 3-game skid, we really kind of realized our potential, and obviously it's paid off here, first seed heading into the playoffs.
Maddie, what about you?
I would say Winchell's walk-off home run definitely was a fun moment to watch and watch the players react as well. It's been neat to see the friendships develop among the team throughout the season and how close they've become.
Loud contact deep to right, Michael Aikawa, but Cam Taylor's under there to camp out and grab the ball. 1 out. But that Winchell home run has come up quite a lot, Maddie. I want to say you're the 5th person to say that's been one of your favorite moments of the season, and I can't blame you. That was electric. 3-run bomb against Alameda right here at Monte Vista, and he took it dead center right over the batter's eye. Somehow, the Crawdads able to win that game. It was unbelievable.
It felt like slow motion.
Yeah. And I'm sure, I know the photos were fantastic for it, especially as Winchell trotted in.
Yeah, and as a photographer, you kind of love those moments because, you know, sometimes the players don't show too much emotion, and some of them take it a lot more seriously. But when you get a raw moment like that, those walk-off home runs, it's really a great opportunity for some photos because you get a lot of smiles in there, get a lot of joy. You see it in the eyes, and the eyes paint the picture in photography.
Okay. So speaking of the eyes painting the picture, for both of you, what are the elements you look for in your ideal picture, so to speak?
I would say I try to paint a picture of how the moment feels. I really play into feeling and emotion, especially in sports, through visuals. I think emotion, really tapping into that.
Yeah, for me, I think one thing I'm always looking for in my photos is to immortalize a story, and you want to make these guys look like they are on top of the world, make them look like giants, make them look like everything they're supposed to be as they're chasing dreams of being a professional baseball player.
Love it. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Mason Griffin. Edward Said, the 6'6" right-hander, just going to work right now. Only needed 2 pitches to get Aikawa out. Looking for his first punch out of the day right here. The delivery. He won't get it. Tap foul. Still 2-2. What's the best venue to take pictures at the Crawdads have been to this season? I mean, I got to imagine Monte Vista's probably in contention, but I mean, in terms of things like lighting and ease of being able to get onto the field, what has made it the best environment for you guys this season in any of these stadiums?
I would honestly say Monte Vista is my favorite place to shoot at. It's tough, though, when we play, 20 home games here in a season.
Pretty much.
It can get a little bit of redundant, and it's nice to get away to other fields to get a breath of fresh air. But the one thing I love about playing here at Monte Vista is the 4 p.m. starts. We're guaranteed sunlight pretty much throughout the game, whereas at parks like Menlo, San Francisco, especially ones that don't have great lighting, it makes it difficult. So it's always a blessing to be here at Monte Vista.
2-2, top of the zone heater, wave and a miss. Said gets Griffin a punch out. 2 outs, top of the 8th. Ryder Kelly, the shortstop. Said's trying to make this a 1-2-3 inning for Walnut Creek. And Maddie, what about you? Your favorite venue for photography here that you've seen with the Crawdads?
Ooh, Monte Vista's hard to beat, being our home field. It's also neat traveling, being at Sonoma. That stadium is awesome, and the dugout is a little bigger, just so it gives us a little more room to move around. But it's hard. I love summer baseball. This has been a really fun opportunity, with the dads, and I'm excited.
What's been the most fun aspect of it, in your opinion?
Ooh, there's so many different elements. Each game is different and unique, which I like. I'd say seeing the guys day in, day out, and how hard they work and playing with each other has been fun to watch.
I'd say for me, my favorite aspect of summer ball so far is, kind of what goes on behind the scenes. Like for us as interns, the 2 intern softball games, the theatrics behind that between everyone, and even just when we arrive to the field early and we go grab lunch real quick, like those little moments around the fellow interns, fellow players, it really kind of develops a bond and makes summer ball why it's so special.
1-2 breaker upstairs. And that's what keeps me coming back. I mean, that's why I'm here for a second year. It's just, and we didn't have anywhere near the amount of volume of interns. I mean, even just the camaraderie wasn't nearly the same. But I think you're hitting the nail on the head, Royce. The togetherness and the fun that you have in terms of social aspects is what makes summer ball what it is. Wave and a miss, 2-2. Another fastball high and tight. Edward Saeed, 2 strikeouts. Goes a 1-2-3 inning, gives Menlo Park the claw, top of the 8th. Maddie and Royce, before we cut to a break, any final thoughts for the Crawdad fans at home?
Thank you for all your support throughout the season. It's been a lot of fun to help capture the dads.
Yeah, thank you very much, Charlie, and thank you to Austin as well. You guys definitely put together a great summer here, and thank you to all those who support the Crawdads and help make this possible. It's been a pleasure. It's been a great summer interning here, and it's something that'll stick with me for life.
Awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you both very much, and we'll take a break here on the Crawdad Streaming Network. Bottom of the 8th we go right after this. Bottom of the 8th, Charlie Lewis joining the show. A pair of Charlie L's on the broadcast here, Chuck. And we get the middle third, kind of the heart of the Crawdad order. Brandon Clisby, Kevin Parker Jr., and Cam Taylor. Chuck Lewis is one of our fantastic data analytics interns here with the Crawdads. And Chuck, I mean, what a summer it's been.
Exactly, yeah. It's been awesome working
Broken
for
bat
the
single
dads.
for Clisby. Not a single. Ground ball too short.
Oh,
what a
what
play.
a play. Wow.
How about Ryder Kelly ranging over arm side, makes the grab.
Good hustle, Cliz.
Cliz almost had it, but not quite. 1 out in the inning now, bottom of the 8th. And also joining us here on the broadcast, Bree Marbella. Bree, one of our videographers here on this fantastic Crawdad intern team.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Crawdad Nation.
1 out, Kevin Parker Jr., and first pitch to him. Inside fastball called a strike. Do you guys have, I mean, not that it's that important, but favorite players on this team that you like to watch?
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah,
go ahead.
I would say there's so many, but I really like watching, Mr. Crawdad himself, Ryan Ellis.
Fitting.
That's kind of a layup answer, but I just love his swagger when he's out there, and he's a really nice guy as well. So, yeah.
Ground ball over to third for Kevin Parker Jr., and the throw for Mike Cowell to first him out. So now 2 quick outs on just 3 pitches. Bree, your favorite player to watch for the Crawdads?
Favorite player? That's like asking a parent to choose their favorite kid.
Oh, I've done it. I've asked the question that you're not supposed to ask. So
I know. So let's see. Favorite player to watch? I'm not gonna lie. I started watching baseball like more intensely in the start of the 2026 year, and I would say probably one of my favorite players to watch is Actually, the one I just announced on the PA, Clisby. It's very satisfying when like catchers can tag a player out when someone's trying to steal.
Keep it here as Cam Taylor pops up over to third. A 1-2-3 inning for the Menlo Park Legends. That will just about do it. Bree and Chuck, final thoughts. Very quick inning, unfortunately, for you guys. We got to get a couple more special guests in here next inning.
Yeah, well, thank you for having us. That was very fun, and it's kind of exciting to see what the broadcast life is about.
Certainly something, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Thank you for having us on, Charlie.
No problem. Thank you guys for being here.
Appreciate your hard work.
Thank you. Top of the ninth, the Crawdads 3 outs away from potentially their last regular season win here in 2026. Charlie Limoncelli joined alongside two very special final special guests. Devin James, the right-handed pitcher from Sac State, and Lucas Carlisle, the infielder from Santa Barbara City College. Guys, welcome into the show.
How's it going? Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Pretty good, guys. Devin, you were on the headset not too long ago, player of the game after you went 9 strikeouts, 4 2/3 innings pitched. Now you get a full inning of work.
I know, I'm excited.
And you certainly you had a lot of good stuff to say. It was, in my opinion, one of the better interviews we've had this season. So
Thank you.
excited to see what insight you guys have as Miles Brand enters the ballgame for Walnut Creek to take over, probably trying to be the last guy here against the Legends, trying to shut this one out, leading by 4. And Lucas, we always talk about how fundamental your defense is. It looks so smooth. What are the things that go into that when you're out there at second base?
I don't know. At second, it's pretty easy, but I feel like I've always had good feet and good hands, so I guess it just kind of turns into being a pretty decent infielder. I don't know. Just see the ball, move my feet, get a good hop, and throw them out. I don't know.
It's all the fungo that I hit him. That's why
Devin does hit fungo.
He does. He does a good job of it, so perhaps there's something to it. In any case, Ryan Duron, the 3-hole man for the Legends coming up. It'll be Duron, D'Amelio, and Casey Levin McGee, the former Crawdad. 3, 4, and 5 to face Miles Brandon. Guys, Brand's been electric all season long.
Brand has been shoving the rock, that's for sure.
From a pitcher's perspective, Devin, what makes him so effective?
You know, he really tunnels his pitches super well. Like, he's a fastball slider guy. He's just starting to work into changeup. I was playing catch with him earlier today before the game. He never leaves the ball up, I noticed. When I play catch with him, like, I play catch with the catcher's glove on because I like to, receive the ball, be like Drew Longacre a little bit. But yeah, he gets everything down, and it's really easy to create swings and misses.
With a fastball down there, now 0-1 curveball, or slider, it was a slider, and swing and strike. Well, foul ball. Good God, I'm all over the place, guys. 0-2 is the final tally.
His slider really tunnels well off his fastball. They look like the exact same pitch until it just shoots out.
Now up 0-2. What do you go to here?
I'm probably going fastball up.
0-2.
Not there.
Fastball middle, ground ball to short. Parker Jr. has got no problem with it. Fires across the diamond.
Yeah, I threw it probably 105 across the diamond right there.
Yeah, something like that. He's got a rocket.
Hose.
Yeah.
Lucas, what's it like playing with him on the infield?
I mean, honestly, all these guys playing on the infield with them is pretty fun. I mean, I've been mostly at second, so I get to turn a lot of double plays, which is pretty fun. Especially, I mean, KP, he'll throw it 100 miles an hour to me no matter how close he is. So.
I mean, I'm sure that's got to hurt your hand at some point.
Yeah, maybe after the play's over, I look down a little bit. But, I mean, for the most part, I like it. Makes the turns quick, makes them look smooth, too.
You guys, I've kind of asked this to everybody, but it's been a fantastic season for Walnut Creek. Favorite memories as players in your cases?
Honestly, I think my favorite memory is all the bus rides. You know, all the interns get in. We play a lot of Mafia. It's a really good time. Coach gets in on the intercom on the PA, says some funny stuff for us. He's Yeah, I would say the bus rides.
Yeah, I like the bus rides too. I don't get to go on every bus ride because I'm driving to a lot of the games, but the bus rides that I have been on have been super fun, like to Sonoma and slow. But I would say my favorite memory was just, even though it wasn't our best baseball. It was still pretty fun to go down there and play in the South, play against Slow at that field.
Yeah, those games in Arroyo and Slow, those were fun games.
Yeah.
1-2 to D'Amelio. Slider popped up, foul territory, sails over the Crawdad dugout. Guys, what a team this is here in 2026.
Unreal,
What are just the vibes? How far do you guys feel you can go in this postseason heading in?
Yeah, I think we're super confident. I talk to the pitchers, and I bet Lucas talks to the offensive guys, but, I think we have a really good staff of just a lot of different versatile arms.
Wave and a miss. Fastball upstairs,
Yeah,
Miles
very
Brand.
Good pitch. Very good pitch.
25th strikeout for Miles Brand this season.
Oh boy, Brand.
He's at a year and a half, that's for sure.
Yeah, let's just talk about it a little bit. Brand is ERA 0.82 in now 14 appearances. He's 2-0, 22 innings, just walks also, which is the best in the CCL in terms of walk rate.
That's unreal.
Yeah, every time he goes out there, he throws strikes. That's undeniable.
So 2 outs, and Legends down to their last out. Casey Levin-McGee from the left side. First pitch, he takes a hack, pops it up above the third base dugout, and out of play. And CLM, 1 for 4. Singled in the first, then 2 strikeouts in the 5th and the 7th. Also a grounder in the 3rd. Walnut Creek in the driver's seat, looking for win number 28 this season. Would also be their 30th, including non-con games.
Ground ball.
Ground ball to first. Winchell just missed. Goes into right field. Cam Taylor digging it out. Levin McGee will turn it into a double. A 2-out double.
Miles Brand has been here before.
Yeah, it's happened.
He'll get out of this.
They will give Levin McGee the double. No error on Winchell, rightly so. Just a squibbler down the first base line.
I think Brandy's going to keep that sub-1 ERA here.
Yeah, we got it. Come on.
I think that's his goal here.
Now, Isaac Fendel, the second baseman, with a runner at second.
This kid's been kind of hot.
He has. Paced a RBI double in the 7th, hit a single before that. Also had an RBI double in the 1st. So he's absolutely right, Lucas. A 3-for-4 day with a pair of 2-baggers. First pitch from Brand. There's the slider for a strike.
Pitch. Charlie, what are you throwing off that? Test your ball knowledge.
That's kind of a front door breaker. I would double up on the slider, go outside this time, low away, see if I get a wave and a miss.
I like it.
He's going to throw his slider. He's going to hit a chop third. Oh, again.
Oh, Drew Longacre just a wall back there.
Yep. Slider spiked in the dirt, but Longacre's all on top of it. And Devin, the two of you go way back.
Yeah, we do.
You and Longacre, all the way back to high school. Did you know him even before then?
Yeah, we went to middle school together. We weren't super close, just because we never played on the same travel ball team. But once we got to high school, we were on the same team, and ever since that, we've been really, really close.
He's been very impressive this season, that's for sure.
Yeah, glad he got out here.
1-1. Slider tapped foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That's now 3 straight sliders from Brand. Gotta wonder when the fastball's coming.
You think he quadruples up?
I don't know what he's going to do. I think either would work.
Yeah.
But in any case, Levin McGee's at second. 2 down, a 1-2 count to Isaac Fendel, the hottest hitter for the Legends today. Crawdads, a 10-6 lead here on July 26th, last game of the 2026 regular season. Brand, 1-2. Fastball low.
Fastball.
He did not want that there.
No. I think he goes back to the slider here. That's my guess.
Or he tries another heater because that's not where he
Yeah, that was, yeah.
Conflicting opinions.
2-2. No, slider.
2-2 pitch.
There's
the slider. Hit
Atta
in the
guy.
air. Center field. Pulassic back a little bit. Now he's under it.
And that's the ball game.
28 wins for the
Go
Crawdads.
Dads.
Go Crawdads, man.
26.
All right, Charlie, thank you so much for having us up
Gentlemen, thank you for joining the show. We'll take a quick break here on the Crawdad Streaming Network.
Perfect.
When we come back, we'll have our post-game show. And let me get a couple of ad reads in real quick. Gentlemen, you guys are all good to go. Thank you very much. And real quick, today's post-game show brought to you by Up the Creek Records. Up the Creek is a great record shop right next to the Ace Hardware in downtown Walnut Creek. They buy and sell new and used vinyl records, CDs, and cassettes, as well as skateboard gear and a variety of other fun gifts like yo-yos and hacky sacks. Also have an all-ages live music venue that hosts local bands every weekend, so check out who is playing at upthecreekrecords.com or their Instagram at upthecreekrecords. Let's check out what's been happening up the creek. And we might as well just get right into it. Harry Setrakian back on the
Hey!
sets. Harry, gosh, it feels like it's been forever without you, dude.
It's been half a game. I was out in the dugout taking over the music duties, and that was pretty fun. And you had a bunch of guests up here, so I was sort of off the mic, and I hope it was nice for you. Hope you had some good interviews. I mean, I saw who was coming up, and I would assume that it was very entertaining.
Oh, yeah, it was entertaining. It was fun. My head was spinning, but somehow I made it out alive.
Yeah, you held them in check enough.
Yeah, there we go. It happened. It was good, clean fun. But yeah, the Crawdads, 10-6 victory, 28 wins in 2026. Harry easily surpasses their total last season. The Crawdads just went 23 wins in conference play, 24 in non-con. They went 1-3 against non-CCL opponents. And today, of course, Ryan Ellis gets his number 2 jersey officially retired. We'll have him on the post-game show later on, and I think we'll save. He's obviously the player of the game.
Yeah.
So why don't we get into today's sweet play of the game, brought to you by Batter and Icing, an official partner of the Walnut Creek Crawdads. Batter and Icing is a locally owned custom bakery with 2 retail outlets in Danville and Pleasant Hill. Since 2018, they've been creating everything from birthday and wedding cakes to corporate event desserts, all made fresh with quality ingredients and plenty of creativity. Learn more or place an order using the Crawdad Fundraiser part of an Order Online tab at www.batterandicing.com. Orders can be picked up at any Crawdad home game. Harry, do you have any candidates for play of the game?
Well, I've only got half the game in my book, so I don't know if I remember it well enough. I was down in the dugout kind of, chatting it up with everybody. So I really liked Kevin Parker Jr.'s double with the bases loaded. Elijah Ramos was going absolutely bananas, B-A-N-A-N-A-S, here on the broadcast with us. So I think that one was a lot of fun to hear for me. But, man, I mean, why don't we just give Ryan Ellis maybe a sweep play of the game, the act of getting his jersey retired?
Sure, that or the single. It was a hard hit ball up the middle. That'll play. But, I mean, wow, Ryan Ellis. Sure, give him sweet play of the game, might as well. And real quick, before he joins the show, today's player of the game is brought to you by Worth Group Restaurants, an official partner of the Walnut Creek Crawdads. Worth Group Restaurants is a collection of East Bay restaurants owned and operated by Rodney Worth, including the Peasant and the Pear in Danville, the Bourbon Pear in Livermore, and the Golden Pear in Walnut Creek. Worth Group Restaurants, an official partner of the Walnut Creek Crawdads. Today's player of the game, like he's been so many times this season, Ryan Ellis. Mr. Ellis, your jersey was retired today. We tried to keep this a secret for the last 2 weeks so you wouldn't know about it. Just walk me through the emotions real quick of how this all went down.
Yeah, it was really cool. When Oda went out there, I kind of figured something was up when he mentioned the jersey thing, but it was really cool, especially that my family and my former coach, who really gave me the first opportunity in college baseball, was able to be here today and support. It was really cool to see everyone.
Yeah, and I was wondering, you mentioned when Austin went out there to start giving his speech, but did you have any idea at all that this honor might have been bestowed upon you?
So actually, no, not really, but Coach Cummings did mention a couple of years back, this was before I came back the last few years, that the jersey would be retired, but I never expected anything like this, so it was really cool.
Yeah, official ceremony for the first time in Crawdad history, but Ryan, there's just nobody more deserving than you, in my opinion. You've got all the hit accolades. Like, just walk me through, I guess, some of your favorite memories. What has made Walnut Creek so special to you?
Could talk about the games and all the great performances from all the players and stuff, but honestly, it's like, it comes down to the group of guys and, the bus rides, playing Moff with the boys and all that fun stuff. That's what really makes summer ball fun, because baseball can get really redundant and boring at times, but when you're with a group of guys that you love being around, it makes it really fun.
Yeah, and this is a team that is the 1 seed in the CCL North, has the chance to host the entire postseason here at Monte Vista High School. I mean, what's the message now after the regular season's over? You do have the 1 seed, you do have the bye, but obviously got to keep the pedal down, right? But you're a guy who's been on this team and played summer ball for so long. Then what's the mindset flip from regular season to postseason?
Yeah, I think it's the same. Obviously, we go out there and try to win every game. Obviously, the stakes are a little higher, but it's still the same game. Still same white plate, white ball. So I think we just go out there playing our game. And I know a lot of guys would back me up on this, but I think we really want to win it for Coach Cummings. He puts a lot into this, taking time off of work to give back to us. So hopefully we can pull it off for him.
I mean, he's just kind of instrumental to this program. Like, what are some of the small things that the fans might not notice, in your opinion, that he does that keep guys like you coming back year over year?
I think it's care for the players, he's got a good blend of he'll get on you when you need it, but he always makes sure to remind us how much he cares for us and how he wants to help us and help us get better to go back to our schools, and I really respect that, and that's why I keep coming back.
Ryan, you're going into your last year at Sacramento State. What's next when you're done with baseball?
We'll see. I haven't got that far yet, but I'm hoping we're moving the Big West this year, so I'm really excited for that. Face a little bit better competition, and go out there and compete and see what we can do.
Any final thoughts for the fans back home as this postseason push kicks off?
No, let's keep it rolling and go Dads.
Thank you so much, Ryan. Congratulations. And folks, that'll just about do it here on the Crawdads post-game show. For Harry Setrakian, Ryan Ellis, thank you so much for joining us here on the Crawdads Streaming Network. For Jack Brooks, our producer, Charlie Limoncelli, signing off for the last time in the 2026 regular season. We'll come back on Wednesday against the, who knows, to be determined, either the Sonoma Stompers or the San Luis Obispo Blues. 4 o'clock, Monte Vista, right here on the Crawdads Streaming Network.